Alright, welcome gamers. We are back with Age of Wonders 4. We're going to be keeping on playing the Archon run that we're playing against the various teams of originals, as in the original characters from the earlier Age of Wonders series, going right back to Age of Wonders 1. So we've got a couple of the different forces coming back through. I've only met the Dwarves so far. Fangir, and I forget the other one's name. I think Fangir was from Age of Wonders 1, and the I forget the other one's name, the one that we're currently at war with, actually. So let's just go and continue on where we left off. Hi, Beacon, how you going? So we're sort of just, what we're doing is we're playing a teams match where we're on our own non-team, and we're fighting two dwarves at the moment. So we've got Tugrum, who I think came in Age of Wonders 3, and Fangir, who came in, I'm pretty sure, in Age of Wonders 1. So these are two of the different dwarves that we actually have. So I've just taken the one of the cities from Tugrum. Now we haven't come across the others just yet in the actual game itself. We've explored a little bit of it, so we've sort of got like a smallish portion. There is another city back through here, which is fairly large actually. Which is sort of encroaching into our area. So this is Axwood, and they've actually sent another force out against us as well. So that's sort of where we are. Our territory is really just down through here. We do actually have a quest to go and destroy Bushgrove as well, which I would like to do, but I just can't afford to send down my forces. Actually, what is that group? What are they doing in my territory? So this is when you see the red like this, it means it's a wandering stack, which means that it's dangerous, and so that could be coming in to sort of upset our plans a little bit. So we may have to go back and take that one on, I'm thinking. So we also have another faction, or another group in through here as well, which has come through a level 3 leader with a bit of a horde coming in from this particular city over here. So I don't really have any real movement here with these units, so I won't be able to really go back out and do this attack. So we'll have to sort of end up where we are in here. We're vassalizing this particular town, which will then sort of make it so that when it does come back as a vassal, it's going to be a little bit harder for anyone else to then go and capture. So we do actually have more borders over this way, which we're at war with. This is Tugrum's, probably their capital, I think, is in here somewhere. So we had a massive fight in the last episode against the Dwarves, and really sort of destroyed them. I've got to be honest, like I did cheat. I had to save scum a number of times to be able to actually end up defeating them, which was quite difficult. So anyway, we'll leave that where that is. Leave that one where that is. You can see the damage that's been done to our forces. We'll end our turn there for this turn. These may attack us. I'm assuming they will. But we'll move back out from this particular town, and then here they come, and they haven't actually decided to attack us just yet. So we have respond to a hero's offer to join. So we've now got the next hero offer, which is coming in. Now we have this city as well, and I was thinking of actually claiming this city. I don't have enough Imperium just yet, so we'll have to wait and see what actually happens with that. That other group, where did it go? It may have gone underground. It may not be attacking us. It may just be wandering around. Oh no, there it goes. It's wandering back down this way. So we will ignore that one for now. And the hero offered to join 181. We don't really have enough gold either for this. But if I go into my heroes and go to recruit from the Pantheon. So if someone, just go to recruit. You can see there, to get the higher level guys, it's going to cost me 350. And I can get the cheaper ones. These are all level 5. I can go and get level 4 for 300, which I don't like. I still can't afford that either. So we will need to get up to the full amount to be able to go and grab these. So 350 is what we actually are looking for. So we won't worry about even looking at that just yet, because we can't afford it. We will get there eventually, and so yep, can't do it. We'll just close that one off. We produce an Earthbreaker in here that will then just sort of help to flesh out these particular attacks. Now I can go in with all of these attacks. This is a safe battle. I'll just auto this one. If we lose any units, I'll then come back in and do it manually. Now, before we do that one, just retreat for a second. That's our leader there. So Sunia. Now she has got. She just wants to upgrade her units. We have another hero here. This is Crate the Conqueror, who, if we have a bit of a look at him, if we just go and right-click on him, he is trying to grow a governed city to 16 population. Okay, so he's a governor more than anything. His goal is to be a steward to get renown. So I thought it was to conquer things, but that's actually okay. Doesn't matter which one I send in. If he did want to conquer, I would be wanting him to be the one that does go in first. So we'll just go in and why is that one showing that? That should be okay. So we'll just do a safe battle. We'll just go and do auto combat, and if we lose any units, we'll restart. Nope, that's all okay. That's fine. So we'll just go and close that. And your scavenge equipment. So we've actually now got a ring of the killer, which is a tier 2 ring. So it grants double the morale bonus to itself and its allies when killing an enemy. That's fine. So we'll that one could be useful. I'll just take the reward. I don't think I think all of our heroes have got things anyway. This is True Sight and Vicious Killer. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually just as good as this one. In fact, we've got Inspiring Killer there as well anyway, so that's a better ring. And if we just go to the other hero that we've got, Crate the Conqueror, has got Wind Barrier, just makes him harder to hit, which I'm happy enough with that one as well. So we'll close those two off. Now, we've still got, how long before this? One more turn, and then this will be then released as a vassal. So I might as well leave. I don't think we're going to see any armies coming up through here just yet to go back and reclaim the city. So let's go back. What do we want to do with this? Where do we want to go? I would like to claim the other territories, and I would like to claim this as well, to be honest. I might just do a little bit of housekeeping, or we can just push into the Dwarven lands and go along this area, this ridge. I might actually start to just see if we can push a little bit harder into the Dwarven lands. Let's just move across and just keep all the armies. Oh, by the way, there's a new aspect of this as well. Like you can grab a unit and God, I've forgotten how to do it, but you can actually go and tell them to go and pick up all the other units. I think if you go and grab both, it then sort of comes back in. So you've got 2 selected armies now. You can actually go and grab multiple armies, and they will then move together. And when we move them, if I try to move them off, you'll sort of see that there'll be one that will be like it'll show where the other one is positioned. Like so when I've got one selected, the other one will then sort of show in behind it. Like so, if I go there, for example, there'll be one that will end up right there. If I go this way, they'll end up sort of in the other position. Go that way, they'll end up in a line. I'll just go this way, but they try to keep themselves all together, which is a nice little way of just getting combined movement. So it's a nice, fast way to move through the map. So if you just go and select multiple of the actual units, and it still may mean like this one could keep on moving forward if we wanted it to. So it's sort of, but it just keeps them all together. So it's actually something new that has come in. I haven't mentioned that. I keep on forgetting to show that, but that's actually a new addition to the game. We should be pretty safe and secure down this way. Remains have been collected back through that other side. We can just inspect those, and nothing much there that we want. So we'll just go and close that one off. You've got the Earthbreaker. I want to save my money up now, so we'll just keep them where they are. Now we've got our scout is just very slowly making his way through here, which I'm sort of thinking that we'll eventually get that one sorted, but we'll keep that one there for now. I may even go underground and have a bit of a look under there. This army is probably not quite big enough just yet to do what it has to do. We'll just leave that one where that is. Production back down through here. The bathhouse, we're still essentially still going -5, and so the bathhouse, it's 6 turns to get that one, but it would be good for us to try to get on the happiness boosted up. So I'll just go that way, grab one of those. That's going to then chew up a lot of our money, unfortunately. Just going to end our turn. It's going to take me a while before I can get this other hero. Oh, we've come across more factions. We've come across the elves now, which is another group. Just going to close that one off. Here they are. So this is Serena. So let's waste no time with words, Sunia. Only on the field of battle will our differences be settled. Now, we're always at constant war with them because you can see down through there, even the unknowns we're at war with. Everyone's at war with everyone except for their ally. So this one here, for example, is allied with Zathel, which is this is like the Dark Elves. So the Wood Elves and the Dark Elves are on one team together. And then we've got the above ground dwarves and the below ground dwarves together as well. So then I've got two other factions, an orc faction, which is on its own, and an undead faction as well. So we've got a few different factions there. So just say goodbye. I'm not sure where she is, which we'll be wanting to double check that one. Got 133, it's still not enough money for me to be able to make use of anything. Let's just race these things forward. Where are we seeing her? There we are. We're seeing this little group in through this other side, just a scout. So we've now got, this has now got defences back again. So Don Bayan is back as a, now I can give a Whispering Stone into there, so I'll go and do that. This one we've got vassalage in 3 turns, so we're just going to keep on pushing this up. So these are the mountain dwarves, but they are our allies. Now we don't actually have, or they haven't got any fortification health yet. They will get that one back slowly over time, but at the moment they're a bit susceptible. So we'll just sort of keep on marching forward. We'll just go and grab this unit, shift click, so all 3 units are now selected. And when I start to move down this road towards the territory, you can sort of see that's as far as I can go. That will then sort of push all of them down towards where we think the enemy location is, and we'll just keep on sort of moving our way through. Not seeing any major changes there, so that all looks pretty good. New rally has started. Now again, this is going to cost me money, and I sort of wish that I could do something here. We have a Banshee, level 3. This is something I don't really want. Shade Maker. Actually, it's 80 Imperium. I would like to get the Guardian, to be honest. And we've got recruitment points 5 of 7 at this point in time, so I can pick up 3 there for the Banshee, but I don't think we want that one. It's sort of non-thematic for who we're playing as, so I think we'll just sort of keep that one going. Let's just go and grab the Guardian. No, I don't want to spend the money. I really want to get the hero, so I'm just not going to do it. Not going to do it. So we'll exit out of that one. Yeah, no, we won't worry about it. So he was released as a vassal. That's good. And we produced a Guardian, which is now coming down towards the army. Got the Great Ziggurat in through here, and again, we just need to keep on pushing aspects. Now these are unhappy. The tavern is important, and to get that one we do need 2 farms, which just isn't going to happen. So I'm thinking we're going to have to spend that money. Get this one. The granary is going to give me more growth. I think it's going to have to be the tavern. Yes, the province improvement. Yeah, so getting the circular zealotry would be good eventually, but just not yet. So, tavern here. We're not going to get the 2 farms here, and we definitely need that because this one is really quite unhappy. So we'll go that way. Just keep this one marching up. End our turn there. just check what else is going on here. Now there's another group attacking us. Okay, book smart and battle wise. The general discussed Carissa the Red's war with you, and he remarks, curse those page grazing scribes. Meanwhile, my boys are dying out here. Anyway, blah blah blah. What do we need to do? Send in the librarians after training them as cultivators. So Sunia loses 13 knowledge per turn for 6 turns. We are generating 90, and you're getting a cultivator, which is only a tier 1 unit. Bad idea. The scholars will indeed educate Dastopia's recruits. So in this case, we lose mana. Now, we've got a lot of mana. In this case, we lose... for 6 turns, we lose knowledge, but we receive a heap of draft, which, again, I don't need. I don't need either one of these, really. I mean, for both of them, we lose knowledge. And mana for that one. That way. I don't want that happening. We've now found Carissa the Red. There we go. So she's now on her own, but she actually came up with a lot. She's got a lot of cities. So we started her off being really quite. Oh God, she's right here. Damn, she's right there. Which is very close to friendly cities that we've got. So this is Gore Pit, which is a they've declared war on us, and they've already got one of the other factions. Who is it? Looks like yeah. So it looks like Serena is already very closely in alliance with them. So we're not going to be able to get those orcs. Negotiations succeeded back in through here. So we do have the Pact of Loyalty in this instance. There goes the first of the elves way back through there. We've got the vassalage. No one's going to be able to catch us with vassalage in through here. These are hobbits. So we'll leave that one. They're going to be destroyed by other forces. I'm not going to be able to really protect them, so we'll just do what we can. The hero's offer again. I just cannot afford it. I'm getting close. No, I'm not even getting closer. I'm not getting closer. Wrath of the Faithful. There's a combat spell, so we'll select new research. And we have Faithful Whispers. Allegiance with target free city increases 30% faster. Or Army Heal. I'm going to go with Army Heal. We really actually need that one, I think. So if we have a bit of a look at our group. How are we going health-wise? They're not too bad. They'll probably heal up by the time we actually sort of get to do the next big attack. We've got a few units here which are struggling a little bit, but we can always just go back and try to fix those up. Let's keep this thumping along. Just make sure this one can't reach us. Only reach to there, where the 0 is, not to the 1. So we'll keep this one coming through here. And the other one as well. Let's try to get them to join up with the army. Now we do actually have Zealots, Fanatical Workforce, or the Lesser Light Spirit. I think I might grab another one of these. We do actually have a fairly good income. Let's go and bring one of those in. It's just going to help with our healing during battle as well. Now we think the capital is in here somewhere. Just going to pick up all of those. Can we see where there's roads? Not overly. Ah, there we go. And that's the capital. So we may be able to knock this one out of the war straight away. They're still in connection with each other. Nice little choke point there. Actually very, very nice. What is required? Well, let's go underground here. I don't know if we've been under here. Not really. Loxol. So this is a free city of Loxol, which has got the Enlightened Shadow Dwellers, which are actually these are not the same as us, but these are dark versions of Archons. I love the way that you know it's the breadth of what you can actually do now in this game. It's actually really quite cool. Now I don't have any Whispering Stones available at this stage, so I might have a look at all of the cities. So if you just have a bit of a look at the city overview, that's our cities actually. Where's the independent cities? If you go to diplomatic overview and the free cities. So we've got. So Blast Pop is saying, I have none of the expansions. Is there any reason not to get Season 2 first? Season 2 seems more interesting than the first patch. They're both good, I've got to say. Like they're both add a lot, and the dragons, etc. So, but there's not really. There's no reason not to just sort of pick up what you think you might be interested in. This one is very good, I've got to say. Like it really is great. Let's have a look and see. We've got the this is Mosaic Aquarium. We've already got. Now we actually don't have a free one there. We've got one there in Don Bayan, and we have another one here, which is Pact of Vassalage in 4, with this one here. It would be cool to get another one. I might just go and see if I can actually just grab another one, which I can do here for 150. I've already picked up the other one there. I might just go and pick this one up because I think that the key to us winning is going to be getting allies. So let's go and do that. It just leaves us with 126 left, and we'll go back to Loxol again and give them our third Whispering Stone. I can see that being quite an important group for us. Back and through this other side. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of different things in here now. So I won't keep on delving down this way. It's a big city. Let's go and leave that, and then just I did want to just keep on exploring down this other side. Just march through. All right. So we'll end our turn here. They should keep on coming against us, I think. As far as we can see. Not sure if we're going to be able to get into Hammerhall this turn. No, we're not. So I'll just manually add these in. There's a quarry there, which we could actually take that one down. We're going to see Tukram. Got a hero there, just about a tier 2. And we're now seeing others there, but not Tulgrim herself. So she may not be here. Where can this one get to? We can get to there. Yeah, can't quite reach it. So if we're trying to zip across to here, that may be enough. Another ruler started negotiating back over through here. So that's not going to really worry us. We're so close now to getting that one, so we'll just go. We won't worry about that one. That's the elves that are talking with the hobbits. We can summon a lesser light spirit, which we'll do in here. New Empire skill available. We could get this one here, get 20% more grievances against players with an opposing alignment. Not going to worry about that one, and we also then have the Forced March if we wanted to use it, which we don't. So we'll keep that one where that is. Annex another province back down this way. And at this stage, I mean, I can get this one if I wanted to. I think I'll just go with get some of these. Go and grab another quarry back there. Move these ones across as well. This one's still just searching his way through. Just move across. Okay, let's see how they go this time. I'd be assuming that there'd be another biggish army around somewhere. If they've got this size army here, yeah, they're building up. Now, we didn't see where the other one went to back that side. Just move this one around. And yeah, we're just going to get one of these back into this little group. Keep that one where that is. And then we have a couple of tier 2s. It's not too bad at this stage. Ah, there she is. We could knock her out of the fight. Now, if we knock her out of the fight, I don't want to get rid of Fangir because they're working together. And I prefer to keep Fangir on his own. Because he's going to still have to fight against everybody else. So I am going to definitely besiege this city. This is a 5 turn siege, which is a bit of a problem. Let's just see what we've got. Got the shield unit, archers, support. This one here is fighters, archer, fighter, support, and then over and through here. All healers, which I want to split them up. So we've got a pretty good balance with what we actually end up having. So I will set those guys together with one of these. Right, that one's fairly balanced. Then we've got this one here where we've probably got too many of those. Throw that one together into there. Get one of these into this group. It just gives me a reasonable balance in through that side. And then this one here where we've got fighter. Yeah. Yep. So a bit of support there, a bit of a mix. So every one of them's going to have like a healer with them, which will be fine. Let's go and attack. So start the siege. It's going to be 5 turns. Now we've got 234. I'm going to start this one. Now, what have they got? They do actually have ballistic towers, which actually was a problem for us in the last fight. They did destroy some of my units, so I'll be wanting to get rid of those ones. Arcane amplifiers in combat, I won't worry about that. The stone walls, nothing we can do about that one. And then they've got the caltrop stash, which we can't really do much about. So it's the ballistic towers we want to then go and destroy. So we do actually have burn battlements. Battlement positions have 25% chance of being on fire at the start of combat, undermining the walls. All wall obstacles are damaged at the start of combat. Wall obstacles have 25% chance of being destroyed. Tower bombardment. So at the start of combat, a random tower unit takes 20 physical damage, repeats 4 times. That's not bad, actually. So this is all a bit different than what it used to be. Headlong assault. So units besieging the city take 20 physical damage, but we do get to go a little bit earlier, but not by much. So I won't worry about that one. Then we've got the onagers at the start of battle. Gain 2 onagers on the attacker's side until the end of battle. Onagers are a mobile siegecraft, and they fire every 2nd turn. That's not bad as well as with what's going on, but I think the tower bombardment. Random tower unit. This is the tower units backing through here, so I unlock their ballistic towers. So I'm thinking we go that way. Actually, that's only mana, so that's actually nothing much at all for us. That's an easy one for us to always go and get. So we'll go and grab that. The other one, I don't think we need it. We do actually have raiding party here, which is when the walls are breached, gain 50 gold per tier of the besieged city. When the walls are breached, you gain -5 alignment. That's actually cool if you're playing evil, isn't it? We're not playing evil though, we're playing good. Hi Falcons, how you going? So I think we'll just, I love the changes they've made with the sieges. Now this is just base game stuff, where you've got like a lot of different things now that actually happen. It's much more. It used to be able to game this a lot, in terms of sort of reducing the size by a great number of turns. Whereas now it's really just, it's been much more. We are stuck here for 5 turns, but it's much more difficult for the defenders to reinforce. They're not allowed to leave, so anything that's caught inside the siege is caught inside the building, which is really, really cool. And then we've got these different things now do different sorts of stuff. So this tower bombardment, where we have 20 turns repeating 4 times, some of them may fall, some of them may not, some of them will be damaged. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. It used to be that just half of them were destroyed. It's really cool, actually. I don't think I'll spend anything on any of the others. Let's just leave it there. That'll be enough for me, I think. We'll just go and close. And that'll do. We'll just go and close that one. So we now are stuck here for 5 turns. Now, what we have to hope is that nobody comes in behind us to do any sort of damage to us. We can see through there that this is our capital back over here. Sort of zoom back out. Carissa is right here. So she could... This is why I want to hit the scout unit, just to keep tabs on what's going on. We're friendly in here, but she is right there. It'd be good to knock her out of the game as well at some point. So let's just keep things going with this and just see how we go. Yeah, we'll just keep them going. Negotiation succeeded down through here. So we're now getting other additions to from what they actually had. Good news, proceed. Heroes offer to join. We've got 230. I still need another 100. So I really can't do anything there. Still got a few more turns, unfortunately. I haven't timed that one very well. Let's just keep on scrolling down and just watching what happens down in this area. I'm sort of hoping that the other big attacks have, I've got enough people to keep them occupied for a length of time. I won't pillage anything. And I might even keep this one back just to lend a bit of support back this other side. Now if we have a look at this one here and click on that one, these do help. So if that one does get attacked, at least those two will then help with the other attack. So the orders, that's fine where that is. That one's not healing up at all. What I might do is actually switch them around. She's also not healed up.
Yeah.
She's got 2 there. So that one is now healing up with this hero. So the hero here does help with the healing. We do actually have that, or we don't have that healing spell just yet. So we'll just try to keep... Actually, that one there as well is not quite healed up. Just going to bring that one down into that group. That way, that one will heal up properly as well in the next round. So this one's just going to take a bit of time. But we've got a lot of time in through here. Now, they could come back out. They've got a big group in here. They may come out after us, I would think. Because it's going to severely diminish what they can build. So I'm expecting that they will attack. Maybe not the first turn, but certainly soon. So we'll just see what actually happens in here. Leave you where you are, end our turn. Yeah, they've certainly got enough to do an attack. Here they come. Yep, so we do actually have, this is a risky battle. They've got a lot more power than what we've got, and so we may be saves coming. So they've come out of the building to attack us. And so we've only got like 1,500 against their, 1,750. So technically they've got the power above us. We'll have a look and see what they've got. They've got a what's this one? A hero defender, so another defensive unit, a battle saint in there, and also a warrior there. So it's mainly just all fighting in through that side. Halberdier, a steel shaper, which is to support a copper golem, and then they've got a couple of the arbalists backing through that side. The bastion, big shield unit backing through there, and just a couple of units backing through here, a halberdier and a steel shaper there. So so anyway, this will then sort of be the attack. Let's just go in and do manual combat and get it done. They're all completely healed up, whereas you can see that we've got a little bit of damage in through here. For me, the zealots are expendable, so I'm not really going to worry too much about them. But let's just see how we go. We may have to replay this a few times. So Sposka's saying this game looks like a lot of fun. I'm just frustrated that the normal paradox treatment of DLC. The game has been out for over 2 years and there's already 125 USD of DLC. I've got to say though, the DLC is not frivolous. It's all, every single one of them adds a lot of content. Yeah, so it's really, really cool. Time is saying, how much does RNG play into this game? Very little, actually. And I'll show you, now we're getting to the tactical combat. This is going to be a big battle. This is going to take a long time to play out this particular battle. I can auto it, and you can then see what the AI does, but the actual damage and the combat and so on and so forth really doesn't play a big role at all. So RNG is very, very limited. Clancy is instead of saying diplomacy is really good for the architects because they get something of a +8 for every magic resource you have access to. You can trade for them, so a team's game can be tough. Yep. So and Bilko's in saying loved Age of Wonders. So I've not played much of the new one yet. This is awesome. This game is by far the best of them all. But yeah, the DLCs, you can pick and choose which ones you like. You can get season passes, which sort of reduce the cost a bit for collections of DLCs. And I really, honestly, can't fault what they've done with any of the DLCs. Every single one of them has added a lot of content to the game itself. Anyway, let's just see how we go. We may have to save Scum back away from here because this may not go our way. We could try an auto combat and just sort of see how we go. Let's just go and see if we do end up winning just with an auto combat. Our balance of forces is much better than theirs, even though our numbers are a lot worse. So let's just do the auto combat and just see who actually wins with the AIs running at both. Yeah, they hardly took any damage at all. So that's going to be interesting. Let's see how we go if we go and retry it manually. So they lost hardly anything. Oh, hang on. What have they done? I didn't know that they could do this. They've forced the siege. I've never seen the AI. This is new in the. This must be part of the Griffin update. Well, we're not ready for this. Wow. Okay. Well, that is really quite different. Don't know what these things are either. Arcane battlements. Vantage points. This is so cool. God, the changes that they've made, these are base game changes. So with the stuff that went in, yeah, we didn't even get to kill any of their siege towers. So no, we are screwed here. This is actually not going to work. So I don't think I'll even bother persisting with this because there's no way we can actually. So I really wasn't ready to do this particular one. So Celestial Rain, every 3 turns, all units become wet for 3 turns. All Faithful Zeal and Celestial units have their negative status effects cleansed. Don't know why that would be showing in here because we didn't do that one. And it's something that they would have done from the other side. They do have the caltrops as well, which are in front of the. You can see them down now in front of all of the battlements down through here. So, look, the result that was there, I don't think I can do much better than what the AI did. So I'm not going to do that, otherwise it's the end of the game for us. Like, we really can't continue. So I'm just going to go and escape. We're going to load the game. I'm going to load it back to where I started, really. So I'll just go back to the autosave. Actually, no, I'll just go to strategic turn 27. Let's just go and see what else we can do, because we're not strong enough yet to take on a capital city. So we'll just go back in. By the way, this is the setup for the world that we're creating, that we're playing. We have these void pockets. We've got the blessed fields, which sort of makes you have sort of more celestial type landscapes. We've got the celestial grounds, which actually has more celestial units. Back in through here, we've got the so these are then these other ones are all random, and so we've got the Legends of Merida has come in, which is going to then sort of have like different things on the map that will then sort of be like a lost giant kingdom. We have the crystalline abundance, which means that there's going to be more mana resource nodes, and we also have subdued umbral abyss, which means that there's some linkages through to an umbral plane, but it's not very prominent. So it's not a full-blown, not a full-blown Eldritch realm, but it's there a little bit. So let's just go and load the save. So we'll go back to where we started because, yeah, I can't compete with that. But we can do other things. What we might do is move off and kill this city off here. You can see it's only got 20 in through that side. This is just an independent city. So maybe we take that city, if we sort of expand a little bit that way. One thing I would like to do is to try to come back down into here to Bushgrove. But I know if I leave this area, I'm going to be smashed. So I don't think I'll do it there. I'm just going to leave all of these where they are. And we'll move on down and destroy Axwood. Just leave these where they are for now. Now we have to heal up, so we do have to stay inside this territory just for a little bit longer. And we can play defensively while we build up as well. Like we can just sort of work on our economy, get things sort of working. We still have this group coming in through here from Axwood. And again, we just don't have any money, so nothing we can do there. Earthbreaker. Bring that one forward. And I can't afford to build much more in my cities anyway. Get this guy across. And we've got these as well. Let's just go and finish this one off. Auto combat. And we lost nothing, that's fine. Just close that one off. And resistance signet of the killer. So we'll just go and take that reward. That's the same ring that we saw there before. So we'll just go and take the reward without opening anything else up. Keep that one. I can sell these actually. If I get 125, that'll take me over 300. Got nothing left in the prisons. Right, we might be able to do that and get the hero next turn. Let's go and do that actually. So we'll wait a good turn or so. Just keep that one where that is. So I won't move these off because I want them to heal up now. So we're not going to go and chase them to the end. Production back down in through here. We wanted to go and get the bathhouse for 119. Let's get the happiness up. End our turn. Guardian coming in one more turn. Sinia we find again, so I say goodbye. New rally has started, which we can't afford. Saw that before. Sadly, this one has now been released as a vassal. Give the Whispering Stone, just so we can move up through that level. At the moment, they're going to give 20% of their income, so we're going to get a little bit extra in through there. And sorry, I'm just going to double check my messages. I've got family up at the moment, and that's okay. Just double check everything. No, that's okay. We're fine. I don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, okay. So Clancy's saying, I'm having a hard time trying to find the best difficulty settings. Lots of new options. Yes, there are. It's sort of one of these things where there's so many different ways you can now play the game. It is difficult. So it's in the sense that there is so much choice about how you then sort of go and play a game. It's you can play teams where you end up with another person on your side as well, and that can be often good just to get a gauge as to how advanced they are. That's a good way to learn actually, is to play a teams game with another AI player playing with you, just so because you can see everything that they do, and it allows you then to sort of try to keep up with them in terms of your development. Yeah, but it's a great game. Great game. Now we've got this this one through here. We do actually have we're at war with that particular scout unit. I don't know if I'll bother going after it or not. Just going to move this up. Move that across. Now the longer I sort of stay inside this friendly territory, the better off we're going to be. So I'll just keep these where they are. So these will heal up properly next turn. So we can just keep everyone back in there for a turn or so. And then we'll sort of restructure what we're doing. And we need to move this one down as well, just to join up with that army. Produce the Guardian. I won't worry about getting anything else. This one here is produced. Now we do need to get a tavern here. Again, I'm just going to have to spend all the money. But we do need to make this place happy. It's important for our faction. Right. And leave that one where that is. Just leave them all back. Yeah, it is coming up to us. So it's trying to. This one's trying to track us down. So they keep on spawning different units. Barks and Bites Messenger delivers an official declaration of your enemy Woga Horde of Axwood to your throne city. Okay, so blah blah blah. What do we need to do? Find my recruits by promising them ale. So what do they want? The pitiful chief just mocks your abilities to craft war. How will you respond? So in this case, we're going to block our growth for 3 turns. And we receive a heap of draft, which I don't want at this stage. My army is good enough for what I need. Sunia loses gold. You gain a Guardian. That's not bad. Another Guardian would be good, but I don't want to lose the gold, so I can't even do it anyway. It's not there. Summon a Lightbringer. So we lose 232 mana, and you gain a Lightbringer unit. Now the Lightbringer is can convert. So this is actually a Battle Mage unit. This is actually definitely worth getting. So in this case, 90% chance of making a target non-hero enemy unit become dominated. If unsuccessful, the unit then sustains 15 spirit damage instead. And so that's actually something that I would like to have this one. To get these sorts of units, we haven't been able to get those just yet. So we can receive Imperium. But I think that this one here, where we actually lose the mana to grab a Lightbringer, I like the idea of that. We've now again come across Carissa the Red. Carissa the Red is from, I think, either Age of Wonders 1 or Age of Wonders 2. I can't remember which one she's from, but she's in charge of the Orcs, so we've sort of come across her now. Meeting the misguided Gore Pit. Yep, that's okay, so be it. Negotiations succeeded. Back in through here, this is why we saw Carissa. And we're the only one that's really sort of working with this particular one. They've already got one of our Whispering Stones. Still can't afford this one, and I can sell the other one for 125. So I still can't afford it, even if I sell everything that we've got. Actually, maybe we could do a bit more. If I go back into my units and through here and have a bit of a look at what we do. If I sell it now, where do I sell this? Actually, I don't do it through here. Just cancel that. And if we go back out to, got quests, diplomacy, heroes. That's the rally, armies. Collections is not what we want. It's the heroes, quests. Yeah, I'm not seeing where I've got the actual units themselves, the actual elements. Nothing routed at this stage. Where are they? It's not going to be there. Not sure how we get to the list of the things, because I thought we could sell them as well. Maybe it is back through here. No, it's just changing things over. It's just disenchanting different things. Yeah, so no, I can't sell them. I thought I could sell them. Anyway, that's okay. So the game certainly has changed a lot, just in what you can, what you can do with the game. Well, let's. Our forces are now pretty much all healed up, so we can go and finish off this army. I do want to have the others getting a bit closer before we head on down, and we want to bring that Lightbringer unit up as well. So we'll bring this unit through, which is a battle mage unit. Again, it's going to be very, very cool for us ultimately to have that in with the stacks. Nothing much else we can do there. And we have, that one's going to actually join in with our fight. So these guys will actually come in and fight with us. This is going to be very, very one-sided. Now we do actually have, I prefer to go that way. So this one here, we do want to split these up a little bit. I've only got the 2 Lightbringers there. I'll just bring another one of them across to that one. They're okay. That one goes across. And then this one here, the Light Spirit, moves across that way, and we'll just go and kill this one off. So it's a big number, like 2,000, along with this particular group that's now fighting from, this group in through here. Level 5, these are the Dwarves that are now fighting with us. So we'll just go and do the auto combat here. Yep, no real problem. The Dwarves took a little bit of damage, but nothing too much. Everything's good for us, so we'll just go and close that one off. Now this one here is a giant slaying sorcerer, sorcerer. Not even sure what that actually is. This is a Wizard King Battle Saints can actually use it. So this is fire bolts. That's interesting. Disables the secondary slot. Let's go and have a look at that one. We'll just go and open the hero screen. So that one there will then remove this one. And so we end up with essentially a firebolts, 16 damage firebolts. Giant Slayer as well. I don't mind that. If I just go and cancel that for 1 second. She's using the short spear, which is a defensive weapon, along with the Architect's shield. That's just our defaults. Let's go this way and sort of almost make her into a even though she's a battle saint, it almost makes her magical, like as in a warlock or something. So we'll confirm that. Ultimately, if we get a mount, that's not going to stop us from using a mount as well. So that will be good. And we just want to move this one back in just to get the healing 100%. All right. Might just go and might leave it there. I'm only getting plus 21 mana at this stage. And this one has now come back through. If we inspect this one here, this one does actually have a fire orb, which is only tier 1. And I can sell both of those now for 300. Oh no, 125, so 275. Plus the 100 gives me the 350 that I need. So I'm going to sell these remains and sell those remains. That gives me 380, which means I can go back to my heroes. I don't know if it'll show me there. Back to hero overview and recruit. So now we can afford the tier 5s. So what we end up having here is pretty much, I don't care too much about what sort of governor they are. So it's, I mean, the governor itself I sort of do, but in this case, these, we can change these, particularly this second one down. Sorry, that's the class. The class actually does matter to me. So that doesn't make sense being a defender there. Oh, sorry, no, that's still actually what they want to do. Let's have a bit of a look and see what we've got here. So this one is a support unit. This is a ritualist. So it's going to be supportive with what it does do. Not really keen on that one, to be honest. And then it's nautical governor in through here, which we can't change, I don't think. And then, but the ambition in through here, yeah, I won't worry about that one. I'll just go back. The next one across is another sort of. This is a battle saint. Again, this is new with the class that we actually end up having. So wouldn't be terrible for us to go that way as well. Then we do actually have some of the dwarves. So we've got barrel flint miner, which I'm not going to worry about. Not going to worry about that. I'm just going to try to keep them all to do with what we've got. These are elves that we've sort of got that will be friendly at this stage. Then we come back down into level 4, where we do actually have rangers or spell blades, or this one here, which is an elementalist. It's not bad. Fortifying governor. You know, I don't mind that one, even though it's one level down below. The Spellblade gives me hero class that uses both melee and magic. So similar to the Battle Saint, the Ranger is just purely ranged. Defender. Yep, so defending allies. So I'm only going to go and look at the other two in through here. So this one here, we've got Shepherd. So this one, the major ambition, win a combat with only animal, and that's not going to happen. We're not going to be doing that one. So don't really want those. I think we're back here with this one here. Whoops, the last one. The Dagora, the Keen, the Elementalist. So she does come with a mount. She comes with a Architect Orb of Blight. So she actually does poison bolts, which is interesting. Again, we can change her from an elementalist, but I think I'll keep the elementalist aspect. So this is just the Architect Orb of Blight. Again, we could go back and grab other things as well. Like she could take on that other fire bolts if we needed to. But I think I'll just keep it with what we've got. Discipline of Frost. So gains lesser evocation, elemental gateway, it deals damage to adjacent enemy units, it then teleports to a target hex. I don't see it being really using this frost wind and then withering magic. I can't see us using any of these, to be honest. So initiative order. I think we start again with her, but let's recruit her and then just go and rebuild her. But I'm happy with having an elementalist. I'm not even unhappy with the blight, to be honest. So, yeah. So Clancy's saying I used to play on hard or brutal, but now I'm playing on normal. But I give the AI 3. It's interesting, isn't it? It's sort of the game is hard even on normal now. Like it really has improved a lot. The AI plays very, very differently. I'm playing on hard on this one, and I'm sort of regretting it, to be honest. I think I should have played on normal with, as you've suggested, putting a few extras in there. All right, this unit, let's just go back in and we have one free reset, essentially. So we can go and adjust appearances, but also we can go and change their skill set, reset skills. So we have one free, and then after that it's going to cost us. And I think we'll actually go and do it because I don't really need these ones. These aren't going to help me much. So they've gone... In the Elementalist strain, they've gone this one, like Discipline of Frost, then across to Frostwind, then down into Withering Magic, and then they've gone into the middle here with Elemental Gateway. I'm probably more inclined to do something a bit different. What have we got? We've got, this is Shock. That one there is Chain. So these are still sort of Shock and Cold. That's Fire. That's Frost. And up the top through here, what do we end up having is the Disciplines of Storms, the Disciplines of Flames. I love this. I love what they've done with this. It's so good. So I think we'll go and reset the skills. And you're about to reset all the heroes' learned skills. Are you sure? Yes. That way we can get what we want. So we sort of start at the top here again. Now, this is our third one in. I'm just going to go and choose. I can only choose the order from here anyway. So let's just go and grab that one. That gives me 5 skills now to play with. I see four more available. So I don't lose any by opening this one up, but I might as well have a look to see if we gain Zeal or gains Faithful. So attackers have a 60% chance of suffering remorse. Again, this one's going to be at the back, so we're not really going to have this one shouldn't really be in the main line of fire, which is why we didn't need a lot of those other sorts of abilities to jump around. If she's frozen, I won't go that way. I think I'll still just keep some of the others stunned. So this one does actually have deals damage to target enemy unit stunned. 120% chance of inflicting stun for 1 turn. I really like that. That's actually very, very cool. Which means we have to sort of either choose the frost or earth. Earth will then take us with blast or focused. I like that a lot. Always hits at 6. Is there a cooldown? Yeah, cooldown of 2. That one there's cooldown of 2 as well. So these are the major things. Yeah, I quite like this Discipline of Earth. I think we'll go this way actually. So let's go and choose that one there, and we will choose this Focused Evocation to get the stun. From there, we've still got 2 available. Now we can go across and get we can regenerate 10 hit points per turn for any of the people in our army. Experienced leader, so we can also get them to push the experience up, but I don't think we need to do that so much anymore. So I think I don't mind this logistics training though to get the less upkeep. I think we keep on going down this other side here. We've got Withering Magic is the only one we can actually choose from in this other side. So and then from there we get to choose one of these. So defense goes up, or the Amplified Magic. Magic attacks gain 10% damage, or we end up down here with Elemental Gateway. Yeah, which is, again, we don't really need. It's just a stepping stone. So these are all stepping stones out. In that case, I think what I might do is choose, because these are all locked, so once we choose this path, we are then sort of dictated to, we can't do any of these, for example. So if we go there, that opens up all of these. If I actually you can always go back this other way anyway, so I don't really need to worry about it. Actually, there's the elementals where we can conjure elemental spirits, and these again are good. I think to get this one here to get like a big elemental. We don't know what it would be, but it would actually be fairly useful. I'm thinking that's for what she does do. The regenerate is a useful one. I might just go and grab that one. I won't get the extra hit points, but let's go back and get Withering Magic in through here. Yeah, we'll go that way. All right, that's sort of that's now sort of set us up a little bit differently than what they had. So we'll just confirm those. Now, if I go and try it again, it's then going to cost us, I think. So if I go back in, for example, to the whoops, not to that, to the skills. Yeah, so you can see that my next one is going to cost me 250 Imperium. So I only want to do this once. Very, very important. Yes, Clancy's in saying your game also is a lot more difficult because of the team of dwarves. That could be challenging even if you played on normal difficulty. Yes, it would be, actually. I probably should have done that. What I did, though, by having the multiple teams, means that the team should fight the other teams, which means if I can keep the balance in the world, I'm doing okay. And so I've got to be careful because they'll also be fighting other factions that we're not really aware of just yet. And so I don't know who's going to be behind or ahead or anything like this. So it'll just be interesting to sort of see what happens over time. We just have to keep on building up and building up and building up. We're really not going to be competitive really until the middle of the game. And so I just got to survive until then. We'll close that one off. So adjust appearances. I'm happy enough with that, with what she's got. So we still have this blight, the poison bolts in through there. I don't think I've got anything I can change. Actually, I've got this one here, the Signet of the Killer. Let's just go and throw that one in there for now. Not really suitable for this sort of hero. We'll just go and confirm that. All right, that's good. So she is now back in this way. And yeah, we'll move these down. Move this one down as well. That one actually is already moved. So they're all together. Wrath of the Faithful. So this is a combat spell. We'll select new research. And Army Heal was the one that we wanted to go with. I'll just let this one heal up properly, and then we'll sort of wait for the other hero as well, and then we'll go off. And we're going to go underground here. Enter. We come across Loxol. And open the overview. So we want this one to be friendly. They're a bit evil, but we'll still go and set this one up so that we end up becoming more friendly. So we will spend the Imperium on that Whispering Stone, and give them the Whispering Stone. That way we'll end up sort of getting through and getting them on side fairly quickly. And then go back up again. We'll just keep tabs on Carissa the Red. I want to just quickly go off, take this one out, and then come back again. I just have to be super careful here. I sort of feel that if we start to move off, we're going to end up in trouble. Look, I might just head off with the stack. No, I've got these others sort of very, very close now. I can get there in 4. You know, I might just rush in now. Let's just get it going. So we'll just take each of these stacks, select all 3, and how far can we move in? If we're trying to move off that way, that's sort of where it wants us to go. So we'll leave that one where that is. End our turn. Yeah, I've really enjoyed the changes that they've made. I like that also that they're not scared to make changes with the game to make it better and better. I just had another 5 renown, which means that one more of our group here have actually leveled up, which is good. Once we get to like this one's elite, but once we get to legendary, we then want to switch them out and put them into other groups, just so that we can sort of make better use of them. Move that one off. Might as well keep these together. They move at the same rate. This one here also does move, but it moves slowly, so I'm just going to keep that one off to the side. Well, let's move these up. Get all 3 of those. Move them in. Yep, got more things coming. Spell's ready to cast. I won't worry about getting the other light spirit. It is just a healer, but I think we'll just leave that one alone. Grab another province. Now we chose. Grab that one, or I can just sort of move out more into this other side. I'll just go and grab this. Another quarry. Turn again. Now we haven't come across all of them. There's still the undead guy yet that we have to meet as well. Negotiation succeeded. So we now have vassalage now sharing 30%. Good news. Proceed. on moving up towards Axford. And these as well. Now that one is moving off. Hopefully it won't attack us. I really can't do much there. Let's keep on looking down the side. So there is that wandering stack that we saw. Where was it? Back over here. Now, actually, no. Sorry, that's defending that location. It is part of this group, and the fact that it's actually sitting over the top. If we sort of go and hover over that particular one, this is a NPC army of Axford, but it's actually just protecting that particular zone. So we'll get rid of Axford. Now that's most likely going to end up. Like we're going to release it as a vassal, but it's probably going to be taken again by somebody else. I would imagine. It really is in the middle of the map. Tugum is moving pretty fast through her turns, which is a good sign for us. Alright, we can start the siege here. So I'll move these up individually. We can see that we're taking a bit of damage because we're moving past this location here. Yeah, everyone's taking a little bit of damage there. Once we get past that, we'll be okay. But yeah, I can move this one up. So this, just to explain that, in the Eldritch Realm, we've got these sort of umbral gates, which is then changing the terrain around this. It's corrupting the terrain. And the umbral gate itself, we can't do much about it, but it does sort of, it's this sort of umbral melody moves out from this location. And even though this is supposed to be fertile plain, it's still under the impact of the umbral gate. And so there is this sort of umbral melody which does sort of impact any unit that runs through it. So yes, it's going to take a little bit of time. So let's just move these up and through. This one here is going to get stuck in it. So I could actually just move off to the side and just leave it outside there, which is fine. That one can move straight through. Just move that one up for a second. Move that one in. So they move straight through with no real problem. And then these guys no longer going to have, there's no red showing through there. Some of them will heal up fairly effectively, which will be fine.
Yeah.
Move that one up and around. And so we'll start the attack in through here. Now this one has got a group inside 769 as its power. A lot of support units, a warrior, a sunderer, which is a sort of skirmisher type unit. So 3 supports, and then the actual hero itself is a Death Knight. Death Knight hero. So that's going to be a attacker. Alright, let's move that one up. Start the siege. It's only going to last 2 turns. Now all they've got is just palisade walls. They don't have anything else, so I don't really need to add anything else. So I'm just going to go and leave it where that is. So so there's no siege projects that I really want. So we'll just go and close that one. So we've got 2 turns before we then can attack this particular city. There's a few others there actually. This has become a bit more powerful than what we thought. So this one does have extra defences that we didn't see there before. So it's a bit stronger than we thought. A fair bit stronger actually. Ultimately. All right. Let's move this up. Yeah, we didn't get that healing with her, did we? Oh, we did. In that case, what we can do here is just move some of these back. So the ones that we want to move back in with her are going to be Probably those 3. There's 4. That'll do us. So we'll just keep them. They'll then heal up because they're with her army. And so that's a useful one to actually have with the heroes, just as they sort of come back through. All right. This one here, just want to keep on sort of scouting around. Just to see what the lay of the land is. We can look in the fog of war to see if there's any other towers. There's one over there. We might claim that one. That's very close to Carissa's home city. Like the home city is over here, Pyre. But we might as well grab this just so we can see what's going on down in this region of the world. So we'll take that one. Just turn there. I just thought of something really bad, which is that they may attack me, and I didn't even think of that. So we may have to save scum yet again, because if I don't think we can actually get all the support back in for that assault. Oh no, they didn't do it. Good. Negotiation succeeded. That's good. So we've got bonded vassalage there. Imperial Essence collection completed. This is awesome. So we end up getting, from here we ended up getting the haste berries. So they'll have, and I didn't even look for that after a while, but that's in around here. There should be haste berries somewhere. Usually it's very close. It's just forest. I'm assuming it's from here. And so what that one does is it gives me now hasteberries, silver tongue, and rainbow, which then allows me to then get a big boost to my Imperium. So I get plus 15, which is actually massive. Like, that's really important to get. So we've got that one very, very early. The bathhouse now. Let's go back in and just keep on sort of building things up. Shrine we don't really need. The mint we do to get this one through here, to get the plus 20 gold income. Gold has been our biggest problem at this stage. We also have the Town Hall 3, which will then give us the Architect. That would be nice to have in 5 turns, but I think we're going to go mint first. So we'll grab that one. This can get another province. So I can start to claim these provinces in through here, which I would like to get. I can get a gold mine there. I'll just go and grab that one for now. That's just going to give me even more income. And then these. So actually maybe these are all connected. Yeah, they are. Okay, that's fine. So that's why they didn't attack us, because we could defend each other. I thought for a minute there, I thought I can't defend. This unit won't participate, and with the numbers that they have there, it would be difficult for these few here to be able to defend properly. Let's just go back into this side. Now we do actually have this support unit here is actually quite good. I'm more inclined to maybe keep one of the zealots out. And I don't think that they can really reach. Oh, they can actually. They can reach a fair way, those two. Yeah, they can as well. Look, I'll just keep that one where it is. So if they do come out and attack this one, we're going to have just 2 of the forces go in and defend it. So we'll just keep them back where they are. Yeah, I'm still thinking that I change that to one of the zealots. That gives me 2 of these supports, which is okay. Like, it's not terrible. This one up through here. Yeah, it's fairly well balanced with what we've got. If they do take on the zealot, it does mean that we're going to ultimately end up with some forces. We're going to have to decide what we do with that. We've got the defensive unit as well. Look, this one's not going to participate in the fight, so I'm just going to move this one back. Keep it out of the trouble that we've got there. And we'll just move this one across. So looks like Umbral Melody back in through here again as well. Yeah, there's an Umbral gate there. So we're going to lose a little bit of health here next turn. All right, so we've met the Exaltus Archithesis. And this is again is another one of this is the Elysian Crusaders, and another good one, yeah. So we can actually go in this one here. We get 100% chance of success just by doing this one through here. So we're going to go and do that. And so there's no deciding fate. It's 100% because of the amount of order that we've got. So that works out well. And so this one here, well, ultimately, this is a pretty nice little city, actually. Very, very cool. But Carissa's already ahead of us. We definitely need to get a Whispering Stone across to this one. Do we still have Whispering Stones in here? I don't think we do. No, we don't. We do in here. I'm going to withdraw the Whispering Stone there because nobody else is competing for that one, but we definitely want to be getting this city under our control. So I'm going to give them the Whispering Stone, and we can then boost the allegiance. Now Carissa will do the same thing, but we really want this badly. So we can get this one in 3. Carissa is Pact of Cooperation in 3 turns, required allegiance there, 19. So she can push it as well, but we're going to boost it now as well. We're trying to get to the Pact of Cooperation. She can get to this next level, which is the Pact of Loyalty. Let's just boost this, just to try to catch up with her. Don't know if she'll keep on going. We'll watch that one with some interest. Oops, that's not something we can do. Just go back this way. That's interesting to see that particular city. It's definitely one that I would like to get hold of myself. So I'm assuming that Carissa has put a Whispering Stone in there to try to claim this. It's more aligned with us, but yeah, Carissa may be able to poison them against us. So we'll just keep on going. So we've got one more turn here. We'll just need our turn. They have come after us into here. So yeah, allow the AI to use spells. We can do the auto combat in here if we wanted to. So you can see it's fairly, the game is not easy anymore. Like it really, like in terms of what the balance of how things actually do work. This is a difficult little fight for us, and I think I'll just go straight to manual battle. Actually, I'll do an auto combat just to see how we go. But they have actually pushed the you know, the assault in now. You can see there we lost a few units, but let's go in and do this one now. We're going to retry. So we do end up winning according to what this one does, but we'll just try to make sure that we do this one properly ourselves. We're just going to go and retry. So this one, the city itself does not have a lot of protection, which makes me realise I've really got to start probably getting some fortifications in our existing, you know, core cities. So, with what we have, what we don't want to be doing is rushing forward with the different units. We've got those 2 on the side, another one there as well. These are all just skirmisher type units, sunderers. We can sort of see exactly what they do. They've got the javelin striking through there, and they can sort of sprint their way away from anything as well. They can consume flora. Now, there's not really a lot of flora around, so I don't think that they can really sort of go and do anything else in there. We do actually have a Banshee, tier 3, which will impact our morale and and weakening as well. So we can, with its whale. So we have to be a bit careful of that one. A lot of support units. This one here is a tier 3 Berserker. This is a very, very strong unit. They can then sort of charge in. So it's got a lot of hit points. Will do a lot of damage. We'll be wanting to sort of try to cover that one. Warrior units back in there. It's only tier 1 with that one through there. Tier 2 back there, support, that's okay. Level 6 hero, Warger Horde, in this other side, who is a melee striker. What is he? This is the Death Knight that we saw there before. Again, it's got different things it can then go and do. So it's got Execute, slight chance of instantly killing an injured target. We have to be careful of that one, so we want to get rid of him pretty quickly. and animate flora. So target flora obstacle. And now we don't actually have any in this map, so we don't have to worry about that one. Tier 1s, Tier 2s, Tier 2s. Not really going to be anything we have to concern ourselves with too much. They can raise undead, so friendly undead corpses revive, so we can expect to see some necromancy. That's got the same deal as well. Strengthen undead. So if they do manage to get undead, there's a fair few of them that can actually go and do undead stuff. So they've got a fair few of those. I'm thinking that this is probably our easiest start. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we end up with defending well against this central area. So I'm thinking we avoid... Is it central? It's probably really this guy here that we're going to need to protect ourselves against. I think we're going to come up this way though. So we'll sort of shuffle sideways. We'll get everyone to sort of shuffle across rather than sort of rushing in. Now we do actually have this Lightbringer. I don't want the Lightbringer to go too far forward. These guys can move all the way up into this position, and then they can throw their javelin. The javelin's range 4, so if they go there, they can actually hit anywhere to where that line is through there. This one as well will be the same, I would imagine. Yep. So if I stay back along there, that means that they don't get a shot there immediately. So let's just go and move this one up to there, which is then safe. We think it's safe. The cultivator unit, I'm going to keep that one in behind. The Earthbreaker, I'm going to keep that. These actually end up with a fair bit of protection. Now this is Dagora the Keen again. We need this one in behind. We don't know what spells they're going to have either.
Yeah,
and we just got zealots there. But we need to get these guys now moving in. This one here can move all the way up to there, and it does get a bonus there when it stands there. So at that position, it can actually hit all the way down to here. That one there, if we have a look again, can move out to there, and can then do an attack anywhere out into here. So moving these archers across, I'm safe there. I'll just go and do it. And we'll shuffle all of these across. This is a support unit. I'll just keep that one out of the back. That one I'll keep back for now. There's no rush for us in here. Move that one over. Just get all of these shuffling this side. It's going to be able to then sort of do more in the middle of the fight. And again, these zealots are pretty weak. They're just really there just to fill gaps at this point in time. We will have to get rid of them at some stage and put in better units. Alright, so everyone is now pretty much moved. Let's just go and end our turn there. What spells will they use? Strengthened and with regeneration. Here they come. Now we're not going to be able to hold back. So they have held back, which is interesting. But we now need to go in because they're now getting closer to where... So we could defend through here, for example. We might do that. Let's go and move up with this one here. This one's got 85 hit points. This one here's only got 55. So I definitely want to keep this one back. This one I can sort of rush forward and then make use of an attack with it with the convert. So I definitely don't want to lose that unit. So that's why I think the AI may have sort of moved it up to then try to get one of these. You can see how they're now staying back away from the conversion. So they don't want it to rush in and convert. So we also don't want to rush it in and lose it. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and use the cultivator on this unit here. Let's go and throw that one in. And then I can start to just move that one up just to allow it to take a bit of damage. And I've got another one here as well with the zealots. I think we'll just do the same.
Oh.
To allow them to move up. And then we'll start to just get these ones ready. I'm going to keep that one back for now. I'm going to keep these guys ready to heal up. These are going to have to come in and support. And none of them are mounted, which is good. If they're in with this group, they can defend each other. This is another one that probably want to get this one here cultivated. Just get all of our sort of initial melee forces working this way. I want to draw them through this gap.
Away.
Keep them together. They will come out, they'll start to follow us down, but if we can just sort of keep everything sort of thumping along in this angle, it's not as if we have to really worry about anything on the ground here. It really is just becoming a battle where this is just stuff in the way. They do get a bonus if they attack, if they actually stand on these areas, but if we just make sure that we're focused in this region, we should be okay. We now have spells ready to launch, so we have, now we've only got 50 casting points, which means I can either get 2 of these. I can do, what about 3 of those? Wrath of the Faithful. So targeting me with sustained spirit damage. Which is not really going to be all that much, so it's not really worth doing that one just yet. We've got Condemnation. Becomes Condemned, and Resilient Incarnation in through there. Friendly units in 1 hex radius. We just gain extra defense for a little while. I think I'll hold off the spells. They're not great spells. So let's just leave it there until we actually have a need for it. So we'll just end everyone's turn. Just go yes. So still no attacks going in. So they're still casting spells, which I don't mind. And they're not able to do any attacking just yet. Now they're moving across, and this is good. We're sort of now split their forces up a little bit, which is what we wanted to do. So we can now start to move in. Now we do actually have this spell here, this one here. I can do a little bit of damage, but it's not really enough. So I can get 2 shots there with this one. This one's got 100 hit points. These are fairly good, and they do actually have at this stage some extra defense. That one can move up. So let's go and take the paladin up a little bit. So we'll move that one up to there. This unit won't get any attacks. We'll move that one up. Come on, we do get a 40% attack in here. So we hit with one, miss with the other. Now I do get an attack there with this. I am tempted with that. This one here, not so much. And then Dora as well. If you smash that one in there, I think we'll still be okay. If once we use this one here, this one does a charge attack and then goes back into its own defensive mode, which means that it does defend very, very effectively. Not that I can bring anything else in to really help it, but let's just go for it. It's only tier 1, so that's their tier 1 as well, but we might as well just get this thing started. 25%, 65% there with 2 shots is not bad. Now we do actually have also this focused evocation, so it deals damage to a target enemy units. So I can go and do that one where there's a chance to stun it. I don't want to do that just yet. There's nothing powerful enough to warrant doing that one. So it's this one here. It's these attacks here. So I want that one to be at 65. there we go. We've made it vulnerable. Putting this one in as well. I don't really want it to do anything. So again, I'm just going to keep this one behind just for a little bit longer. We've got a gap there, but we can plug that with this. We'll move that one up, and I'll just have a crack at this one. Missed. Need to move these up. We really don't have to worry about area of effect attacks. They've already sort of been using their spells for buffing their own forces, so we can now move across. These will be able to get some attacks back in this other side, but our units are relatively strong. So let's now shuffle sideways, and we'll just look for opportunities with these Shade Makers archers, which are incredibly good.
Yeah.
This one here, we've got lowered morale. This is actually because of an event, which we won't worry about. Now, we do actually have this one here, which can get to there. Can't actually reach any further than that, so I'm safe there. So I will actually move this one across to this side, just in case they somehow manage to sort of stop what we're doing. This is funny, this guy's riding a little hobbit pony. So he's a big muscly guy with a little hobbit pony. I love the what the game does with this sort of stuff. Anyway, that's what he's got. Just go and get him to pop up his shield wall. And then we're going to have the other forces now sort of moving across as well. These will then chase us down, but hopefully we'll sort of be in a good enough position here to be able to sort of stop anything that does come through. Get the healers, get you in position, and then get these guys ready as well, just to come in behind. If they move out, they'll get smacked. All right, so we still don't really need to do anything with our forces just yet, so we'll leave that one where that is. So they've got Vision of Victory. So they must have used up all of their spell casting, I would assume by now. So for instance, 1 hex radius gain 3 fortune. It'll only be for a short period of time. So it's these armies in through here that have been buffed. Actually, some of these have as well, but we won't worry about it. Like we should be okay there. Spell ready to launch again. There's really nothing here that we want to be getting in just yet. So we'll end our turn there. So this is the only real susceptible unit at this point in time. And we do actually have this connection, which is the Order of Affinity. So it links the target friendly unit and dispels 1 negative status effect. This is every turn. When linked, target gains plus 2 order incarnate. At the start of their turn, both units heal for 10 temporary hit points. So it's sort of so we get a little bit of healing every turn. So it's a fairly good way to sort of supplement attacks. Why did that attack that one? Somehow I went berserk. Strange. And decaying is a bad one. That's good. Berserk removed. So it went berserk somehow. I'm not sure how or why. Actually, this decaying. If they've got decaying, that's actually really not good. Now they can just move away. But we will be able to get a little bit of healing, and so the decaying should be taken away from those a little bit. And again, we're just going to stay away from these for a little while. So we have a bunch of them now. Let's just go and use these guys here with these attacks. They've all been weakened. The archers in here. We can do both of those. Look, I'll take this, I think. I would like to try to kill these units off. It's only 25%. This is 100% here. Let's just go for it. They've been weakened as well. So we have different attacks we can now go and do. This side of the side. This Banshee. We've got 2 shots there, but it's 65. Prefer to keep it back this way.
You what?
You can hit both of those. It'll hit that as well. Let's just go back this side where we do actually have things going on. You can see this one's now been healed up. It's still got the Sons of Defense, but it did get rid of the decaying with what it did do. Yeah, I don't really need to. They're all just tier 1, so they're not really massively difficult for me. So I've got 2 shots from there. Let's go and take that one in further, like this. So do a bit more damage there. It's just a shield unit. This one here can come charging in and do damage to all of those. So I'll take this one in. That's good. That's cancelled all the retaliation from all of those. Which means that I can then use... Wouldn't mind getting that one there, actually, to mind control it. Again, I can fly in with this unit, so it can fly over the top. I've got 2 shots there, only 1 there. Well, I'll take that one.
You what?
It's only 25%. I can polymorph a unit, which I won't. Actually, I've got this targeted command, this coordinated command. Which, if I do that, it actually hits both of these again. So let's go and do that. So both of those get another shot.
Ah, nah. Alright.
Which almost kills those. In this unit I can move in now and kill that unit off, or that unit, whichever one I want to. I'm going to move this one up into here, and that way I can bring this one across and then try to get the other one. Let's just move this one across into here. The Paladin. That's a good start. We still actually have this one as well, which we can smash this one. So we'll start to push our way through. Now all of these heal up every turn because of that what we've got. Now I do actually have the Spirit Bolts in there or there, but I've got this Mind Control. 73% chance to dominate, 90%. Let's go with the 73. Yep, that's been dominated. This is now under our control, and so we now actually have this one that can then go and do different things as well. Now, can we raise the Undead? Yeah, we can raise that Sunderer if we wanted to. I don't mind if this one gets killed now, because it's just dominated. Or I do actually have these as well, where I can actually apply Decaying to one of these. 90%. I can kill that unit off. 88% chance there. This is the Berserker. Or is that, no, that's different again. That's a yeah, that is the Berserker. If I go for the Berserker here, it's going to be yeah, it's going to work out okay. This one, its morale is not too good. Yep, this unit is controlled by the opponent. It's less of, the effects last until the end of combat. The controller will have the option to spend a mana to keep the unit permanently afterwards, which I don't really want. But this one here, the Death Blast there, if I can get this one to go Berserk again, like, it would be good. Again, the morale effects are really quite low with these units. Let's go and... I'm assuming they're going to come back down this way anyway. Let's just see if we can actually start the process against this particular unit. And Decaying, good. That will then sort of weaken it a lot over time. This one here, we do actually have Decaying. on it. It's inspired. Actually, do we have decay? No, I don't. Now, we're starting to see more and more of them coming back in this other side, and I do want to go and hit this one and do damage to it, but then we have the main hero coming back this other side as well, so he will be able to take any of these on. I can just keep on moving this side, which I think is what I'll do. I'm going to go to this one here with the 2 shots. Again, we've got 90 hit points there. I can do a lot of damage to any one of these. That is unfortunately going to leave this open a little bit. It's a good start. And I am going to hit this one from this side over here. Now I've got 3 of these here. I've got that one there which can do double damage. So let's go and bring that one in to start with. And I do actually have both of these to come back in and just help out. Yeah, so I could actually take that one into the rear. And then use this one just to help over here a little bit. But then we'll be facing all of this, which I don't really want that to happen. So I might just bring this one across. Still brings this one where I've got 3 shots there. The Banshee is has got a low chance of doing damage there. Now it can't do that if it's yeah, it can do this one. That's actually not good. It can do a lot of damage, this thing. He's condemned. Yeah, we'll bring this one across.
Yeah.
Bring them out. These 2 here are expendable. I am just going to lock these other ones in with shield wall, which will just help them a little bit. Now that one is already doing stuff this other side. Let's just go and move this one over. Do a bit more damage this way. And that one there, we've got 25%, 65 from there. These as well can come back in. 90% chance to hit that one from there. I think I'll just take that. .25, 65 from there. Good, it's got it. And this is all going to be impacting their morale. This one's almost ready to run now, which is good. So if the morale is now dropping very, very quickly. If I've got 25% there, I'll take it. That was good. So status vulnerability is down. Well, this one here with the low morale is interesting. Now we're going to ultimately be attacked in through here, I think. So I am concerned about this guy here. Let's go and have a look. Songs of the Reckless, what does that one do? Yeah, it gains Berserk. Does not affect... so they went Berserk at the wrong time. I was hoping to actually force it to go Berserk again when it would attack its own units. Let's go back in and have another look at what we can then go and do. We can get another elemental in if we wanted to with a Condemning Blast. We've got Wrath of the Faithful, so target immediate sustains 10 spirit damage plus 5. If I go and click on that one, I don't think we do much damage. Do 17, it's not really a hell of a lot. So this one is weak to the spirit damage. Just go and cancel that for a second. And what else have we got? Condemnation is just going to sustain 15 spirit damage. Again, 17 is really all we can then go and do there. Let's just go and cancel that. And then we have inner incarnation, which friendly units on 1 hex radius for 1 turn gain 1 defense and 1 resistance. Yeah, so an additional +1 defense and resistance per stack of affinity incarnate. Now, what I'm concerned about is this guy, because he can do a lot of damage to these different units. So he's only got a 25% chance of actually hitting that one, so I'm not too concerned there, but he's got 90 and 80% there. So I might just apply it to these two. They're the ones that are in the most danger. So let's go this side and just go and do that one. So we'll do the resilience just in there. And that will then just give me a little bit more of a protection against what it can then go and do. But then we have all of these coming as well. Just brought a group back from the dead. Here, Greys. And we are decaying. So we knew that this was going to come. It did try to execute and didn't work. Now, I'm not overly concerned about losing one of them. We're going to be able to smack that one without any real issue. It's just a basic skeleton fighter now that has come in. So we now have the different abilities now back in through this other side. So we can start to focus on this one. 65% chance there with condemning. We're going to have to sort of stop all of these. This guy here again with this with these bolts can do a lot of damage. So we do have to be careful. Actually, that Banshee really is very, very powerful. Got 90% chance there. Oh, look, I'll take this one because we do have the Spirit Bolts, although... Yeah, that one there, I can get... I've only got one shot there with the Spirit Bolts, but that ultimately would be in a good position to do some big damage. If we have a quick look at these guys, and this is a Necromancer. And if we hover over here, we can see there that it's actually even across the board, so Spirit doesn't actually affect it at all. But if we look at Undead... and most of our guys do spirit damage. So if we have a look, for example, at the Banshee, which is a ghost, we'll see it's then got negative fire, negative spirit. So its actual protection, it actually takes extra damage from spirit damage. So ultimately, if we can get the spirit damage against that unit, it would be good. The main leader doesn't have anything really, just 27% across the board. This one here, its morale has now gone up a little bit. It is decaying. That's okay. Okay, well, let's finish that one off. We've got 90% chance there. I think I'll just finish that off with this one. That's good. Only got the one shot there. Is there anyone we can affect here as well? That's a kill there straight away. Let's go and do that. It's quite strong with these Archon type units with their with this connection with the Architects. It does give them a lot of power. Yeah, we should be able to kill that one at 90. That one's 40. Let's just get rid of it. Right, that's more of them. Move that one down. Can't get off this battlement easily. Just move that one across. Can move out. Still only at one there. I can get down there and get 90, but then it does. Well, it doesn't really open it up because I can then smack this one anyway. I can move all of these across, which will then sort of, yeah, the more damage we can do here, the better, really. So let's just go and hit this one here. Do more damage there. We can flank this one. This is their berserker unit. Got the shots there. Now, actually, this one here, I can actually go and grab another one of these units. So I'm going to go and cultivate this one here. I don't know if that'll then drop the other one that's back over there, but let's just do it anyway. Yeah, it does. Which means we can then go and get all the others as well. Now in here I do actually have big attacks. And I do have that one there, which will sort of then do a bit of damage to all of them. All three. But I think I'd prefer to just take this one here. All critical, that's good. The more criticals we can actually get, the better, because it's going to then weaken the morale. Still very, very strong morale there, unfortunately. We do have a 65 there. This one's only got the one shot. We do actually have the healing as well. Not that we really need it just yet. So we'll just keep on going and attacking in through here. Now this one as well. We've used that one. The Spirit Blast there, Spirit Blast there. The Banshee is attackable from this side, but don't really want to be doing it just yet. Because I think we want to smack this one. The retaliation is fairly high, so maybe we don't go in directly. That one there, we do actually have... Maybe we go in and just... I've still got this as well. I will actually come in and just do an attack that way. Yeah, this one's getting ready to run again. So that was a critical hit. What are we down to now? Yeah, this is ready to run. So it's getting very, very close now. The force that we have here is... I think I prefer to keep these done. Let's just cultivate this one in through this other side. Which then allows me to then move this one in. And I'm just going to block these for a minute. I don't want the retaliation, so I'm just going to put myself into shield wall mode. And then this one's going to have to sort of come back in. Now this one is using a polearm. Yeah, it's a melee striker. It's not going to... it does have an assassin strike, which I have to be a little bit careful of. That unit there, 90%. Let's try to condemn this one. Now we don't want to be losing any of our heroes at all. Let's move that one down. Resisted the condemnation. Oh, we missed. I do have polymorph, which I could use against this. 90% chance. Which would severely weaken that one, but I might go against the Banshee actually. The Banshee is probably the one I'm most now concerned about. So let's just go back in with the bolts. Again, if just one more critical hit and we've got it, I think. 40% there, we'll take that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's gone berserk. But it's not going to be able to do much. Now, it will attack my units because they're the units that are nearby. So it is berserk at this stage. But it is close to breaking as well. Actually, if it's berserk, it won't break. else there. We can reconnect. No, can't do it. Let's just leave it. Look at this unit. Yep, can't reach anything there just yet. Alright, so we've still got some spell casting. I think I'll put it in amongst this group over here. I'm sort of hopeful that this one here doesn't cop everything, like it's going to get a lot of attention. And it's got to hope that this will then keep it protected enough for the next round. We do actually have the Berserker here, so I'm thinking that these guys here will be the ones that we need to be protecting. Let's just get that one done. All right, we're down to 20, so I've got one more spell that I can really sort of cast in this particular combat. But we're doing pretty well. Next unit is good. Okay, that's. I think everything is sort of nearly. Well, we've now run our course. So we got what we wanted, which was to compress them all into this little area and then move in once we've sort of wiped out the other inside area. I don't really like exactly where everything actually is, but hopefully next turn, if we can survive this turn, we should be okay. By the way, if you're playing the game, you can actually do quick saves during the actual combat. It's going to be pushed. Let's go back to life. Need to be careful. Oh, we've been frozen. That's not good. All right. Yeah, so I cannot accept that. I can't lose that unit. And this is where you've got to be super careful with what... I didn't expect the freezing, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that to be a feature. So I thought we were going to survive, but that didn't work out. So I should have saved scum before this turn. If I now press escape and go to load game, I have the autosave in combat, but it's the start of the combat, I think. So and I really cannot let that hero go. Oh boy, that's a real dilemma now. A real dilemma, because I can't afford to lose that unit. I just cannot afford to lose it. So I will have to save scum. Damn it! Sorry guys. I'll try to get back to this sort of position fairly fast, and I will do a quick save if we get to a position that I knew it was contentious when I was there, and I should have saved scum at that point, but I have screwed up. I've screwed up in through here. So Masculine Man saying, "Hey, you came back?" Yes, I did. Yeah. So and the ninth person is saying, "Are you going pure order?" I found them to be more stat heavy and tanky as compared to pure nature. Pure order is pretty high damage and dependent mainly on tanking and healing. Yeah, we got sort of. I thought we'd be able to survive one round with my hero. Jeez, I should have really had a close look to see what these did. They tried to execute, that didn't work. Assassin strike. They tried that. Yeah, frozen. This guy is super dangerous. Anyway, let's just go back. I cannot allow that to go, so we're going to have to unfortunately go back into here. But as I said before, when you get to a position that you think, oh, this is, if things go wrong, I'll do something different. And that last turn, at the start of that last turn, was when I should have done that. Yeah, that's on me. I could have done a quick save at that point, just a Control S. Oh, no, that's even brought it back to here. So no, it hasn't even helped us at all. In that case, we're going to go into... if I go and press... If I just give up... I want to do auto combat. Got the turn 34. Let's just go that way. So it's doing it at the start of each turn. It does the autosave, which means that if you during your own turn, you can come back and click up the autosave. But it was more towards the end of that last one, before I made my moves, was really where I should have actually been looking. So let's just go and load this one in, and which allows us to then sort of move things around a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. And so yeah, we're just essentially going to go negotiations succeeded back over there. Got these guys in through here. So this is essentially the end of my turn. Oops, what have we got?
Alright. Uh-huh.
End turn. So they'll still come and attack me. Manual combat. Now I only have one quick save that I can make use of, but I can do that at any time. So if I go Control S now, you'll see saving. And so now I have a quick save inside the battle, and if I go back and press Escape, load game, I've got the quick save there. So that now is ready, and I can do this at any time during the battle. So I will actually make use of that. And so what we want to do here is again just do what we did there before. We know that these guys can hit anywhere across there, so I'll just move everything up to where I sort of need it. So I'm just going to move that one into there. That one across to there. We'll connect you guys up. Move that one over. Move you over as well. And connect. Now that one from there, yeah, no, still going to be able to sort of hit things, so I'll just leave that one in the middle there. This one here, move that one across the front. We sort of had like an area in here that we could actually sort of then start to manipulate, so I'll leave. Yeah, that one there can actually hit. I can hit anywhere through there, so I do want to stay back in here a little bit. Leave that one behind. I can move this one up. And that one as well, just move that one through. That one connected. Move that one over. We'll just keep on shuffling these over until we get into the position. Okay, that's everyone. Nothing else. End turn. Thank you there for the super chat time. Your DasTactic safe scum. There we go. Yes, it is indeed. Sorry if I'm missing comments there, guys. So just do an @DasTactic and it'll show up in red as well. Alright, so we'll go this way. Now we've got the spell ready to launch again. I don't want to do that just yet. So these guys are now in position where they can come forward. We just want to start to go in and just get ready for the assault. So we'll just move these up. Move that one up as well. Have to be a little bit careful of what these can do. So they can still move out. They can hit it. They can hit everything anyway. So I'm not going to worry too much about protecting these other units just yet. Let's just move these up as well. These will heal up as they go in. Move the hero in. The hero is fairly safe for me to move into here actually. So I'll take the Dagora the Keen. Now she's only got 80 points. Let's not do that. Let's just move her back into there. So they will have to fire past these front guys to be able to then reach these in the second run. I do want to move these into a position where they can attack. I might just move them there, even though they can be attacked this turn. I'm going to keep... We did a pretty good job, and everyone's now compressing to this side, so let's just move this way. And we'll keep the healer back in this way. Sunia herself will just move into this position, I think. So we're not going to move as far out as what we did before. Keep the archer fairly central as well. And these guys here just to try to protect them. So we have got Crate as well. Just move him into that sort of defensive position. The our Earthbreaker. Again, we don't have to worry about these if they come out this side just yet. We will have to afterwards with that, particularly with this. God, where is it? The Banshee. Where's that Banshee got to? Oh, there it is there on this side. Okay, we have to be a bit careful of that one. Alright, we'll move that one down and move this one across as well. So if we can kill off the Banshee early, that would be good. Spell ready to launch. The Banshee will be able to get across into pretty strong positions, but it'll only have one attack with this. So I won't worry about it. I mean, the most powerful, the most dangerous unit is the leader, which is here. So that's the one we have to really be concerned about once that one actually gets close. That's the Death Knight. In the meantime, we'll roll this one up, roll through here, have better protection through the middle here. Just go Control S and get ready for the next save scum. This one here, actually, I can move this one back a little bit. Let's just keep it coming up through the list. We can always just heal that one up. All right, let's end our turn there. So they're casting Fortune on themselves, so they're using up all of their casting points. We've still got 50 casting points for our spell casting, and we want to do that once we start to really need to start attacking things. Now, they didn't move off, which is interesting. I thought they would have moved out to get ready to attack these. In the meantime, we do actually have the assault here. Now, if I go and attack... This is where the AI is not really thinking it through. Like, this one here has got an attack that actually does the 3 hexes. So if I attack that one there, I then miss the attack against that one, and if I attack that one there, it's missing the attack. So I'm better off pushing this one into here. This is also a charging attack, which means for every 20%, sorry, gains 20% damage per hex travelled, up to 3 hexes. So even if I move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm getting another 60% damage for whoever I decide to attack. So I'm going to take that one in. I don't think there's anything else I really can do with that one just yet. So I want that one to go into there. And then I want to smack one of these. I'll do the far one. So we do a bit of damage. That reduces, that gets rid of their retaliation, so they can't fight back, which means that this guy can now go in and have a free shot. We do actually have a flanking shot if they wanted to, if I move into there. So I think I'll just go straight in. There's nothing else in here really that we're going to need to be doing. I've got 2 shots there at 50%. I've got 2 shots there at 90%. So I'll take those, the 2 little pips underneath there. So we'll go and do that one. I don't want to be stunning it just yet. I will ultimately need this one across to help stun the units that are back over this way. I'm almost tempted to bring that across now and just get ready for the for what we need to do. What's the cooldown on this one? Only 2. That one there is only 2 cooldown. So it's not terrible actually. But we've now cancelled the retaliation, so I do have that one. If I move that one in and then try to attack this one with the 90%, it's not going to be as effective. So I've still got the 2 shots there, 2 shots there at 90 as well. Let's just get it slightly this way. I'll just get the 2 poison shots at it. So we've actually sundered its defense, which means that its actual defense now is down to -1. And so it's actually going to take more physical damage. So when this one charges in now, it's going to do a bit more damage to it. Not a hell of a lot. This one here has only got the one action point shot, so I can actually move this one right in to get a shot at it, which I will do. And again, it doesn't, I mean, it sort of does matter. If I can focus on one and kill one, it does make it easier. But the fact that we don't actually have any real, like they're not moving across this side and they're not moving out to here, so I'm sort of in a bit of no man's land this way as well. I've got 2 shots there at 65. I'll just take that. That's almost got it killed. These archers are fantastic. And we shouldn't get the kill here with this guy rushing in. So with all the weaknesses that we've now caused that particular unit, we then have that one going in. Now in the last one, with our save scum, we actually had most of the army come into here, and then they didn't get a turn really for like a good turn or two, because most of the other dangerous stuff is happening back out here. I'm not going to make that mistake again. We're going to move everyone out this other side. I can move up to there if I wanted to, but that's going to be too dangerous. Let's just move this one in behind, probably even back into here at this point in time. And similarly with the healer, I've got nothing much I can do in here. I'll just move up and we'll create a solid line with all of these guys initially. Might even just move that one out a little bit this way. The archer back in behind. Keep that one back over there. Keep that one back. Get the healer back as well. Keep this one over this way as well. Now we're going to be wanting to get actually that other one. We're ultimately going to be wanting all these archers into this position over here. This is the zealots. Just move them up. They're not going to be able to do a hell of a lot. Keep the healers back. Keep this guy floating off to the side here. Actually, he's sort of in the position of where I want to have the archer. I want the archer as central as I possibly can. The zealot as well, back in there. And this one just on the flank, just to give a shield wall to all of those. So they all get the shield wall protection. That's all done. This one here, we go back in this side, and again, I don't need to do anything there. These have only got like a single action to use their shot, so I might as well keep them back for now. They do have 70 points, and I can bring them back in whenever I feel like it, so I don't need to worry about them too much. The fact that nothing much is happening doesn't really bother me, because the onus is on them now. Do they go this way to attack this group, which we've now weakened, or do they come back out and attack this group? And so whichever way they go, I've got like a lot of protection here now. That Banshee there bothers me a lot, just because it can do a lot of damage. So let's just see how we go. We can't use this one yet. We still have a cooldown, so we've got one more cooldown there before we can flick over. And these we won't need to keep them going with what they're doing, I'm pretty sure. So, and I won't set up anything just yet for any other sort of protections. So we're just going into our turn here. Well, here we go. Now that's going to do a massive whale there. You can see the decaying, the weakening. This is a big... I was worried about that Banshee. And now we have a lot of weaknesses everywhere. So that one did manage to do like a big area of effect. I'm just going to grab a drink of water while they have their turn. We do have decaying, but having this connection is going to just fix us up over time. There's their berserker. It's not too bad what actually happened there, you know. So let's get rid of the Banshee, because that is a dangerous unit. This unit here can actually get into any of these and start to, like, you know, there's a 30% chance of freezing. That was super lucky that they got against this guy. You know, like that was super lucky. So anyway, let's just go back in. Really pisses me off. 50% there, got that one there, 65%. This unit here. This one does have weakened. It is actually, so this one takes 3 blight damage each turn and receives negative 25% healing in combat. But let's just go and smack this one as much as we possibly can. Now it's susceptible to spirit damage, and our guys there do spirit damage. 50%. I've got a 90% chance there, and these are the sorts of units that I want to be using against them. We do have the zealots, which can do a lot of damage. There's a chance of condemning it. Not that we've got any real units yet in our army that can make good use of that. If I move in against this unit here, this one's going to then do its thing. And we do have to be a little bit careful of that. Now this one does have 3 shots with this special, which is special melee strike. So that is a drama. Let's just keep on going this way. We can hit that one. Yeah, it's not really ideal here. Let's just go and keep on hitting this with the zealots. And I'm thinking that ultimately we move this one out and then go back in. The zealots are going to do a bit more damage than this one will. So if I move that one out to there,
Yeah.
what we could do is even move this one in and do even more damage to it. And then if we just have to, we can then sort of use one of the others to do a bit more. Let's go in on the little pony. My little pony. That's a good start. So this one's almost done. And we have this one here, 90% chance there. So if I go and, I think I'll take it from that side. This one here still can't, can get to there. Now these zealots haven't had a turn yet. They could go around and attack it if we have to. And then we still actually have these guys as well that can actually kill that one off. But let's just use the spirit here to bring this one in and just do a bit more damage. It's condemned. Again, we have the kill there now. We've now got this one here. It's only 50%. If I move to there, it's 90% with 2 shots. So I'll take that. There we go, we get the kill. Now for me, that was my second most dangerous unit that I had to deal with. So I'm pretty happy getting rid of that one. This is the most dangerous with this one here. It will be in the fights next turn, but both of these can now be put into defensive mode. I can rush off and actually hit this guy here as well. I will actually hit it with the firebolts. These are also a bit of a concern, but not overly, because we're going to be sort of smacking our way through here again, back over here, and we still have these as well, which can then come back through and do a bit more damage this way. So let's just keep on making them more vulnerable. Now that's got status vulnerability, which means that if there's a status effect that we have, which we've got smite. That one there we could make use of, so we can actually run that one in, and still got that one there. So I can actually go in with just a normal attack, 3 attacks there, or the smite for 30. Now the smite, we have a cooldown there of 2. We still have these as well. And again, this one will go berserk eventually. Oh, you know what we should do is use this one. Where do we get the attack? I do get a chance there. I get a 100% chance to hit it from this position. If we can take that one over. 81%, come on. Yes, it is dominated. So we now have this unit as well, which can't actually do anything this turn, but it's now fighting for us. That's a good thing. It's a tier 3. So we've now got the domination, which means we can now focus on these other units for now and then wait for this attack to come in this side. So let's just do what we can on this other flank. There we go, that's good. I will be wanting to bring these in a little bit. Let's bring this one across. We can do a lot of damage there. I'm not too concerned about being attacked with the paladin. can get rid of that one, it's going to be good. So we've got a single attack there with the cultivator. We also have it from there as well. I don't want to expose it too much, but it's still not bad even. Like this one can reach, really only these two is the only one it can actually get to at this point in time. So that's not terrible, and they've still got these necromancers at the back there. So what we'll do is we'll come back in and use the... I will actually bring this one into the middle here, which is a little bit dangerous. But if we can get rid of that one there, it's going to be good. I'll bring that one in and hopefully finish it off. Yep, got it. That's good. It sort of gets our morale is now going up. Their morale is going down. So if we have a bit of a look at their morale, it's still good. You know, they've lost a few allies now. This one's getting ready to drop. This one's now low morale. If it's close to where the morale, like where the units get hit, they take a lot more. This one here again, you can see this one's very, very close to running. No hero leader close by, so these over here will be fairly happy. They have lost allies, but it's not really impacting them too much. Silas is in saying, hey Daz, why don't you ever use your spells? I do use them when I need them. I will be using them now in here for these attacks. So I'm going to start. The reason I'm not using them in this particular combat is that I've got Conjure Elemental, which is a healer, so I can bring that one in. That's 25. I can bring 2 of those in. I've only got 50 points, so that's two of those I can bring in. This is 15. I can get 3 of these, which is a 1-turn buff spell, which I will use this turn because we're now going to be hopefully fighting against their main hero in the next phase, and we have 2 tier 1 units facing up against that, which I don't mind if they die, but we might as well try to protect them. Wrath of the Faithful, and through here is another 15. I've got 3 of those I can use as well, which will do basically 15 spirit damage, not enough to really do much damage to anything. And Condemnation, again, another 15 spirit damage in through there. So these, at this stage of the game, these are fairly weak, but we do sort of have those in with what we're doing. But the Resilient Incarnation, I'll cast that one. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to do, and I want to cast it in here just to affect these units in through this other side. What have we got there? We've got 6 units will be impacted by this one. And so we get the Resilient Incarnation in through here, which means that once these guys, might just show how this one does work. This unit has had an actual attack, so it doesn't have it's not using its shield wall, which means that these are protected by the shield wall. This one here it's got 5 physical protection at this point in time, and it's got 2 Resilient incantations going. It's got at the moment, you can see it down there, so we've got a little bit of extra protection in through that other side. So we're getting 2 extra protection. This one still is decaying, so it's going to be losing a little bit. It's inspired, and I'm just going to put that one into defense. That will then add +2 to its defense. So by doing that one, we now go up to 7. This one as well is 6. Put it on defense, we end up with another +2. So its defense is now gone even higher. So this one is 7 with 5 in through there. And again, we've got better protection against spirit damage, but everything else is now 41%. Yeah. And then the Zealot back in through here as well. This one's now got 8 in through this other side with the defenses. So anything that's non-standard, and even the standard, we're still going to get 57 protection. So that protects that flank fairly well against this unit. So even if it comes in, it's not going to do a hell of a lot of damage, as you can see through there. It's the next turn after that that becomes the problem one. It does have a 30% chance of freezing one of my units, which then makes it susceptible to attack, which is what we saw in the last attack. It now leaves me free to then go and focus on all of these units. And I really want to bring, you've got 25% chance there, which I don't want to take. I want to go and, I don't think I can actually hit those. Yeah, I can hit one of them, but I can't get all of them. So I'm going to save up the special one that we actually have. So I'm going to try to get these close to where the big fight's going to take place. And even though there's a 25%, there's still another 25% on top of that where I can get a graze. Doesn't really matter which one of these I fire at. I'll just go that way. There we go. That was a critical hit ultimately. Critical hit means you're always going to do extra damage. So that's good stuff. And the reason we're getting criticals is because we have a high morale. So the high morale, got Inspired Killer. We killed 3 enemies at this stage, and so we should see when the critical hit chance should actually be. I don't know where that will show. Sorry, is that the right one? This one here. Yeah, look at this. So plus 20% critical hit chance there because of just how happy this one is. This one is ecstatic with what it's doing. All right, so then we've got this hero, which is. I've got 50% chance there with 3 shots. I do have the ability to freeze one of these, but really we're in such a strong position here. 90% chance there, I'll just take it.
Yeah, what?
There's only a graze. Now the reason it was a graze is we actually fired, like out of 100-sided dice, if we needed to score essentially from 0 to 10 was going to be essentially a miss, and then from 10 to above that is a full hit. In this chance we rolled under 10, which means we only get a graze, which does half damage. So we've got 25 extra points in the middle there. If I go and show the log, that last attack will be so it rolled to hit 0. We actually rolled the worst possible score out of 100, so 0 out of 99 essentially, and we needed 10, so we only get the graze, which means we do half damage, which is still okay in this instance because we should get the kill here. Yeah, that one there can get the kill. So I can just do that one with 2 extra shots. This one here can then ultimately run off and hit this other one. So we'll go and do that. So that one's down. So that's yet another one that's now struggling. And so this one here, doesn't matter where I run into this one, so I think I will just run this side. We do actually have this one's almost running now, so its morale has now dropped a lot further. So now I've got 2 shots there ultimately. Does can that one be effective? Yeah, that one, we can actually go right next to it to actually then do a shot. I think I might do that. So we still got 2 shots from there. This one's also getting close to running. But let's just go, actually it won't really matter to be honest. I do have the quick stab as well. Let's move that one up. Actually no, we can't do that one. We have to do this quick stab, which is not going to really do anything to be honest. So let's just go and charge that with this unit. I shouldn't have bothered. So I can't retaliate, and we are sort of stuck with this unit here. I'll take it. Yeah, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have moved that one in. I think we're getting close to the position where we probably now want to start doing a save scum. So we'll actually save scum here. So we just go Control S. Just do a quick save because I think from here I'll be able to resurrect nearly anything that can happen. I'm really quite happy with the strength of our position here. Having said that, this one's only got 80 points and not very strong, so we have to be a little bit careful here, but there's a good chance it's going to fumble. So we'll just end our turn. We've used up our 1 spell, so we're down to 35 casting points. These here moving up, they're going to buff this unit. Oh, they've resurrected the Banshee. The Banshee won't get a turn this turn. They're bringing back the undead. That's decaying. So the other guy may sort of go for us in here. I don't mind losing that unit. The AI is very good. It resisted we resisted the execution, which is good for us. It's getting a second turn. It's not too bad. I shouldn't have run in like that. I was a bit greedy because I wanted to get to here so I can get a long-range shot from the battlements. Oh, it does get a shot there. Missed, luckily. So this time we have ourselves a new Berserker at tier 3. So we've got this is now fighting on our side. So we've now mind controlled this guy. So it's dominated. it does have status vulnerability. Yep, that's going to be okay. Oh, by the way, I should point out, when it does, sorry, before I said the wrong thing there. No hero leader. What this is the every faction in the game ends up with like a hero leader that's in charge of the actual faction itself, and in this case, the Caprine warriors. You'll see there the keeper is set to none, and that's usually what they'll have is one of the actual wizards or leaders on the map will actually be the keeper. Like if we go to my units, for example, and click on one of mine, and then go in and have a look at this particular unit, the Elysian Crusaders, you can see there the keeper is Sunia of Archathesis, so which is the character that we're playing as. So that's sort of where we are there. All right, so the Banshee is back to life. So we now have a bit more, this is a little bit more complex than what we had before. We've got some undead back over here. We've still got this guy rushing in. We do have one shot there. Let's just go and get a flanking shot. It's condemned and flanked. I can do one hit there as well. Just going to move this one up, do a 90%. Now it's still active. You'll notice that when I hover over it, there's little swords that go into that area, which means that there's a zone of control into that particular field. If I try to move away, it's going to do damage to me. You see how it's highlighting? So it's going to do damage unless I can get rid of its retaliation, which I can do with this unit here. So even if I move that one away, it's still going to get a shot at me. So I'm just going to go and have a hit at it. And so its retaliation has now been taken, which now means I can move this one away and get shots. So who do I want to fire at? Let's go this way. We have the stunning ability. Actually, no, we don't, because I can't move to use that. I can kill that unit off. I can kill that unit off. Now, this one here can't really do anything anyway, so I'm better off just trying to do damage down in this region, I think. So let's free up my forces by killing that one, which is why I got a bit greedy with moving this one up. I wanted to have 2 shots if I needed them from there, but that's now taken that one out, which is good. We need to focus on this unit and this unit with the units that we actually have. The guys that we've got in here, these archers do a lot of damage. It's only 50% chance there. There's big retaliation coming back that way. It's only 50%. I'm almost better to go that way with the Banshee. The Banshee we do have to get rid of. Got the Spirit Bolts there at 90%. Look at the damage this thing does. It's very, very weak. It's like a glass cannon. But we'll just do what we can here. We've only got one graze in there, which didn't do enough damage to it, unfortunately. Now we have this Berserker as well, which can sort of come charging in. This one's got see how it's got a pole arm? Like it's got a really, really long arm, like a really long weapon. That there is this one here is it's essentially gets first strike. So that becomes a problem with this one. So the pole arm, if I hover over that one, plus 40% damage to cavalry and large target units, but it does give it first strike. I'm not sure where we can see that, but that is essentially, that means that anything that does come, actually may even just be on the side there. So when something attacks it, it attacks back first. There it is. So first strike, when attack the unit with first strike, we'll use a retaliation attack to attack first. And so yeah, that's going to be in here somewhere. Not sure where. Anyway, that's the, it's because of the weapon that it's got. Okay, so if I do it, see, actually that one there, I can still retaliate there, but that's this one here, we should be getting the full-on retaliation, the full-on attack in this other side as well. The Banshee, don't really do enough damage there. I don't know if I want to keep this unit afterwards. It's not terrible, is it? It's not a bad little unit to have. All right, we have to really plan now. I'm going to do another quick save here. So we'll just do a Control S, because the order that we now choose between these guys is going to matter. So the first strike retaliation is high. I'm not sure why we don't get the retaliation here, but if we do that one, it won't then get the first strike after that one. I'm thinking that that's really what I have to do. So let's just go into here. I'm not sure why this one cancels the first strike. Let's just do it. Oh no, it does. And it froze us. Okay, well I'm glad I did a quick save. I couldn't see it coming back with retaliation. Hang on, let's just go back in and load in the quick save. That's why you do quick saves. I didn't see retaliation in the list. Yeah, Silas is then sort of saying, I see you don't have a lot of offensive spell power. I've got a little bit. If I really just need to knock the head off something, like if there's... I've got about 17 points of damage against the Banshees, for example. Let's just move this on around. Why are we not seeing retaliation there? Just not seeing it. I need to get in behind it to be able to affect this. I should be healing up as well. 50% chance there. And again, I can sort of move around the back and just do a little bit of damage. This one here, we've already moved that one in. Actually, that's a kill there straight away. So let's go that way with the Banshee. They can't bring that back a second time, I don't think. Let's go that way. At 90%, we shouldn't really get any misses. There we are, it's down. Good, that then leaves everything open now for the attack. So the first strike is a problem. And that the chance, that 30% chance of free, you can see there the damage. Like, you know, if this, once it gets its go, this guy's dead next turn. It's only on 2 protection through here, so we actually have got sundered defense, so we've actually lost defense, a lot of defense on that one. I do need to now really focus on this one and just hope that we end up with getting, this one's got plus 20% critical hit chance. Let's hopefully rely on this one. There we go, critical, that one kicked in, missed with the last one. So that was where the 50% didn't quite work for me. I get 90% with 2 shots from there. As well, I got a 90% chance by moving that one in, but what I'd like to do is actually go and try to secure this one. We'll just dispel one of the effects. And one of the sundered defenses was removed. So it's no longer, it's now up to 3, so we've now got a bit better protection. And if we go in and have a look, it no longer has an immediate kill. So we have a bit of chance there. I love this weapon that it's got. This is a really, really cool weapon. Now the healing, let's just get our healing up in here. Actually, it's hardly going to do anything. Hardly going to do anything. In that case, I'll use the attack. It's not very much here either. Again, criticals, which is good. Now it has been condemned. If we have a look at it and see what the condemned is. So it's got -3 status resistance. Again, if there was something like burning or something, that's what that would mean. It would then sort of come back in. This guy here, I really don't want to be using him in this sort of operation. I'm just going to move this one into this location. And we do actually have a shot there. This will then take us retaliation back. I'm sort of tempted to do that. Because I do need to whittle this one down. Let's just go and do it. So we resisted the freezing. And we got 2 critical hits there. We're down to 50% now. Now we no longer have the retaliation strike. If I look to move away, see how there's no longer anything else? So that first retaliation strike, if I now use this berserker and come running in, there's nothing coming back the other way. I don't know why it wasn't showing this before here, but this one no longer has a problem. And this one goes into a position where it actually will go and defend itself anyway. So I might as well go and do that. And again, he's pretty happy with what's going on. We do have this one as well, which can come back in. These are getting ready to run. These are very, very close now. So with their poor morale. Let's have a look and see what else we've got here. So I can go across and start to smack this one, or just lock them in. I can kill that one off. If I kill that one off, it may get these to run. I might just do that just to get rid of it. It's a bit of a waste moving that one out of the way. So that's now been done. These guys can go back and re-establish themselves. So I either do the attack where I've got like one attack, or I go and reconnect one of these other guys. So if we connected that one, I think I'll connect this one here. Decaying has been removed from that guy. And we'll just come back in and just do a bit more damage to this particular unit. Another critical hit. That's good. That's good going. This unit's getting very close now to dying. The archer here, you can see I've got a 25% chance with that archer to actually hit it, which means that there's another 25. There's a 50% chance of me doing some damage, but then there's also a chance I'm going to hit the other units around it. If I press Control, you can see there it changes from from green to orange when there's a problem. If I press the Control key, I can then see what's going on through there. So I've got a 21%, I've got a critical hit chance here of 20% anyway. So even if I had 0%, there's still a chance I'd do some damage because of criticals. But you can see they're steadfast. This unit cannot die. So this one will be around for one more turn. I didn't realise that. So we have to be careful. It'll be here for one turn beyond. So even if it gets down to 1 hit point, I need to kill it once, and it will then essentially get it down to 0. It will stay on 1 hit point. So once it's down to 1 hit point, we just leave it there. And focus on other units, because steadfast means it cannot die this turn, but next turn it can. So it will get one really big shot against all the others. And then we have minus 40% obscured by the unit. So this unit here is actually obscuring what this one can do. So if I do that one there with 3 shots, 3 dots, I can move it into there and I get a 90% because I no longer have to fire past that unit. So let's move up to here and just keep on going. So this one here, we've got a steadfast is still actually kicked in, but there's nothing else. When I press Control, there's really nothing much else going on. This unit is now down to 17 points, and we should do enough damage here to get it down to 1 point, essentially. We were looking for a little thing that says steadfast. There's another critical, and there's a steadfast. That now means that there's no point attacking this unit anymore with what's going on. It's down to 1 point. And it's alive for 1 turn. That's the steadfast there. This unit cannot have fewer than 1 hit points, but it's only there for 1 turn. So it's going to get 1 big shot against one of these units, and then that's going to be it. This unit here can now start to move in and do other attacks or protect other units. I might just have it protect these 2 here. So let's just move this one up. And with the shield wall, it will then go and add in +3 defense to all adjacent units. So what that's done in here is now moved this one up from, I think it was -1 when we started. It's now back up to +8. So the physical damage here is still going to be substantial, but it's not going to kill either of these units. This one here is at 5. This one's probably their most susceptible, most easy one to kill, which I don't mind if we lose that unit. These units in through here, so we have a few of these that can now sort of come back through. I think I'm just going to go and smack these guys around a little bit. So let's just go that way. And we've got this one as well. Again, no point hitting that particular unit. So let's just keep on trying to sort of get these guys to run. Once they start to run, there'll be a roll-on effect as well. It's almost running. God, what's it down to now? Yeah, this is actually... this unit's despairing and close to breaking, so its morale is very low. One more hit and that should be the end of it, really. Let's just go for it. on its turn it may actually run. We'll just see what actually happens. So there's nothing much else that we can do. We do actually have a spell that we can cast, and again I'm just going to cast it on these units in here. So we'll just go back into our spell casting, go to the resilient incantation, and just give them even more protection. This one here is most likely going to die. We'll just go that way. And so with those in there, we'll now find that this one is now up to 7, which if this one now has a crack at it, it's still going to do damage, but nowhere near as much. Let's end our turn. It did go that way. Now the critical hit back, the steadfast means we can't get it, and it's now got the freezing. It may still be able to use a ranged attack to kill off those guys. Oh, that's eating to try to get bolstered defense. So it's eating foliage. That's okay, I don't mind them attacking that one, because we can always bring them back, we can always bring them in at some other point. It's okay, we're still there as well. That's a critical. We're okay here. Now that one's trying to run, so it's now running away. It won't participate in the attack. And it's gone into shield wall mode down here. So this one ate some of the foliage. There's not very much foliage on the map. There's a little bit over here. There's hardly anything. Alright, so this guy no longer has steadfast. That's now been used up. So we now actually have the shot here to go and kill him off. So I'll just use one of the ranged guys to go and do that one. This one here has got 90% chance. This may make everyone run. Oh, he slipped away. That was he had one more trick up his sleeve. So he did actually have slip away. Now I don't know why he had that. Got a Flora, so we can summon Flora in. Restful Book, Army Recuperation, Caster's Worm. Yep, and we've got Slip Away and Vicious Killer. So that's actually what he got there. When this unit's hit points are reduced to 0, it's displaced by 3 hexes and heals 15 temporary hit points. So he had that one, plus he had the Steadfast. And the Steadfast, I'm not sure where that one's coming in. Yeah, I'm not sure where he got Steadfast from. But anyway, that's what he had. So if we have a look at his, like he is a Death Knight. Not sure, it would be like he's fairly high level. So anyway, he's still slipping out, but we can now kill him off with this unit. He does do a bit of retaliation, but it really won't worry me. Bang. Now that may be enough to get everyone to run. Seeing all the morales now are dropping. This unit here can still sort of keep on going. 25%, 65%. Let's just start to take a few of these. Just need to kill off a couple more then maybe. And they should all start to run pretty quickly. It may already be too late for them. It's condemned. Yeah, these are so close to dropping now. This one's already running. That one's going to run. Kill that one off even though it's running away. There we go. So they're all now running because they're morale. Do you wish to claim victory and win the battle immediately? There's no point sticking around. These guys can't come back. So we'll just go yes.
Yeah.
There we go, finally. And you saw there before in that first battle, like one little mistake can really be damaging. And in the end, we lost no units at all. So yeah, that's sort of where things really do chop and change a lot in this game. So it's brutal in the sense that if you move to one wrong square or don't have enough support, you can end up doing a lot of damage to your army. But in this case, we did actually manage. We've got the Berserker unit, and we did manage to control that unit. That's a tier 3. They did actually have the Banshee as well, but I don't really want the Banshee because it sort of doesn't really fit thematically. But I will keep this Berserker as part of my army. It's a nice sort of strongish unit from the Caprine Warriors. And so what we'll do through here is we'll just go and close this one, and then we'll be given the option to then go and take that particular unit. So, oh, here we go. We've got an impossible battle here with a Marauder Guard. I'm just going to do. I'm not going to allow the AI to use spells. Actually, I've had that off the whole time. I'm just going to auto combat this one. Just let them kill me. Actually, no, I won't. I will allow that. I'm just going to do auto combat. Yeah, no, we have no hope. No hope at all, so that's fine. Let's go and close that one off. So, after battle, we can now recruit this one for 225 mana. It's a shock troop. Unit 3, Berserker. I think I'll take it. So we'll actually go and grab this unit and keep the selected unit for 225. Bang, done. So you scavenge equipment from defeated heroes. We've now got the Pike of the Assassin, which was a very, very good unit. This is the one that causes freezing, which I really quite like. So we can use that with Battle Saints, Spellblades, Death Knights, Defenders and Warriors. And we've got a couple of those in our army, so let's just open up our hero screen. I quite like this. It's tier 3 as well. But with the Pike of the Assassin, if we just go across to the others, we do have a Death Knight here who is using the Mace of Smiting, which causes spirit damage to fiends and undead. But if I go and choose this Pike of the Assassin in there, it means that it means we don't get a chance. It disables the secondary mount. Sorry, it disables the mount and the secondary, which is the shield. But let's just, and that is a tier 1, so it's not really going to matter that much. Let's just go and use that one through there. So we'll get the Pike. Now that means that the little halfling pony has now disappeared from Crate the Conqueror. The other one that we've got there can't use it. The Elementalist can't actually equip that particular one. And the Battle Saint is fine as well. So we'll just go, sorry, I should have kept that one and gone and said yes, confirm. We'll go back and we'll give the leader, so Sunia, the mount. So we'll just go back in the pony mount. Oh, it's being transported. We can't actually equip it straight away. So next turn we just got to remember to go and do that one. We have leveled up with a fair few of these things. Might as well get those done now. So we're starting to now work our way through the Battle Saint stuff. We do have the extra hit points we can go within the group, or we can now start to head this way. Now, we can either go Paladin or with Cleric. I've decided beforehand that we're going to go Cleric, so I won't sort of go through all the reasons, but essentially if you go Paladin, you can't get access to any of these. And so you end up, you don't get Bless, you don't get healing support, you don't get any of those sorts of things. For you to even get this one here, which is Revive, so friendly target corpse is Revive at 60% of the max, I definitely want that. So I can still get it from Paladin if I go back through Saints Fervor this way. So I then miss out on getting this one here, Cleric's Fervor. So I'm thinking that I'm going to probably keep this one as a bit of a support type unit rather than as a fighting unit. But I definitely want that one through there. I do get locked off at this point from getting that one, which means I can't get this one over through here, which is Condemnation. But I'm thinking that that's more powerful. So that's where I want to be. So I'm going to start with Cleric, and we'll just go that way. We can still sort of, I've still got one free chop and change with this particular one if I don't like where I end up. Just go and confirm that one. So we'll close that one off. And in orders, go to your aid. So what do we have through here? So Grandmaster Dvalan Vanguard offers his aid as a hero under your command. Do you accept? I can't actually accept it. I'd like to in the future. I think that's what we have anyway. I'm not sure what he can do. What can he do? Yeah, actually, he's pretty cool. He's a Oathbound Dwarfkin, as a champion. He's a ritualist. So he sort of is a bit support. He does have Purging Blast. Yeah, he'll be okay. Yeah, we'll go that way. So we don't get to use him straight away. The breach was made. We'll just do the attack. And there's nothing in there, so bang, we just take Axwood. Free City declared war on you. Torchburn, not sure where that is. Looks like it's sort of demonic. Hero leveled up. And so this is the Death Knight that we have. This is Crate the Conqueror. And we don't want to go in the undead area, so we're just going to go back to the Knights. I think +1 defense. We've taken a lot of these. Now, one thing here is logistics training, which will give us more money. I think I'm going to go that way. So let's just go and get logistics. And so you can see we've got plus 110 when I click on that one and click on confirm. We save a little bit, but over time that will then start to pay for itself. So we'll just go that way. I've still got one more turn with the lowered morale. That's okay. We'll just go and close that one off. Remains have been collected. So this is the hero that we just had. So his remains are now in the crypt. We can sell those if we need the money. We don't need it just yet. And signature skill is available. So this is actually for Crate the Conqueror. He's now reached level 4. So I can actually go and click into another one through here. And we only have order. That's the only affinity that we actually have. So have to go that way. I can now pick one of these two. So Zeal deals 10% damage against condemned units. So again, eventually we're going to be wanting everyone to have Zeal. But initially, I think I'm going to go back this way. So we just get plus 1 defense, plus 10 maximum hit points. I could go this way where everyone in all the non-hero units in the army get plus 10 hit points, which would be nice to actually have that one. But I think I'm going to go this way. We'll start the Death Knight side of things now. So we'll just go that way. Confirm and close that one off. City awaits its fate. So this one here, we're just going to vassalize this one. Now we can get this one in just one turn, so which is ideal. So we just want to go and grab that one, and then just allow it to do its own thing for for the future, which then means we can then come back and start to do other things. So we'll leave that one there. This one here produced Terra Cylon, produced a tavern, which will then just get the happiness up to relatively good amounts. So we're still -5. The next one we have is the bathhouse, which I can't really afford that one just yet. The shrine, the market. The market's going to. I'm not getting that one boosted. The workshop I can do, which will then help me produce units, produce buildings. So I think I'll just go that way. And I won't bother hurrying production at all. I'll just go and leave that one where that is. I can start to go and build more Guardians, which I would like to get at least one more. It's 5 turns there. I might just go back to the capital and do it. So DasTactic. No, it's still. It's 6 turns there. So no, let's forget that. We'll go this way. So we are doing better here. We have another Guardian. So I've got 2 Guardians now. Neither of them have performed in that last fight. Now these stacks that we actually have, we sort of have to just keep them here for 1 turn, just in case something's sort of on the outside edge that we just can't see at this point in time. So we'll just keep everyone. Now we've got this tier 3 unit. I want that one to go in with one of the other groups, possibly with this one here, I think. Let's just get rid of one of the zealots. So he'll then just come in. That will help heal him up for the next turn. Then I'll just get those 2 zealots across there together. They can just stick together for a little while. And that will do. Again, these all have to heal up. We'll move this one back out of the way. Alright, that was a good little attack, that one. I'll end the turn, but I'm going to have to actually get going, guys. So we'll finish this one off with this end turn and just to see where we end up. So our scout was destroyed. Actually, before we go, I might just have a quick look at this the last unit that we've got. We've still got one more that we have to find. There's still Necron of the Undead. So these are all heroes that have come in from the early games, where Triumph Studios has actually introduced them back into the Age of Wonders 4, which I love that they've done that. It's very, very cool. Training camp leaves in 5 turns. So we don't really need to use this one all that much, so I'm just sort of leaving that one where that is. Spell ready to cast. There's none of those I really want. I've got Army Heal, which I could now make use of, but I don't really want any of those. Training camp leaves. We don't need to worry about that one. Negotiations succeeded down through here. So we're still behind a little bit. I'm going to boost the allegiance yet again. So I'll just go good news, proceed. I'm just going to try to push my way past Carissa the Red. So we're going to boost that. Yeah, there we go. She'll now go ahead of us, but I think we should, if we can just keep on pumping in the Imperium, and we do actually have this extra Imperium now, we should be able to keep ahead of her now in terms of getting this one into vassalage for us, which would be good. This is a very, very good city at size 10 and 30 protection. Not that we'd be able to get back in and save it. Negotiations done through here as well. No one else is competing for this one, so we're still trying to get to the Pact of Cooperation. So we're still sort of just moving our way through. This one is evil, but it's not going to matter that much. Just go and proceed. We've got Axwood was released as a vassal. It doesn't like us, so we will be wanting to pick it up. It can revolt. It's going to take a long time. I just need more Whispering Stones, so I don't actually have any. I've got 3, but they're all being used to try to bring other cities under control. Serena did something. I didn't even read that one. Army Heal has now been gotten. That's good. We'll select new research. And we're now up to the next tome as well. So with the Tome of Scrying, where we get the Watcher, Mental Mark, I don't think I like the idea of that one. We're at tier 2 now. Tome of Summoning. Yeah, I don't want any of those, to be honest. We haven't really gone with that one, so I'm not going to worry about doing Chaos. The Tome of the Construct. This one gives us the Bronze Golem. It does allow us compounding defense. Adjacent to another unit with compounding defense, this unit gains +1 defense, +1 resistance. We've got a fair few units in the army that can make use of that, but I won't worry about it just yet. Shades is sort of not really where we want to be. That's more of a sort of like a death type thing, living in the shadows, etc. Tome of the Dungeon Depths, not going to worry about that one either. Artificing, this one gives us the Iron Golem as a defensive unit, which is fairly strong. Again, I'm looking for more things that are going to help me with with what we can then go and do. Like Seeker Arrows, for example, would be very, very cool. I really like the idea of this one. That's going to, because our range units are very strong anyway. Our range units are essentially the same as these Zephyr units, which are tier 3. So ours are tier 2, but the Zephyr shot is a very, very powerful one. That would be a bit wasted on us. So that would be the only really beneficial thing for us, would be to grab hold of this one. So keep on having a bit more of a look. I don't really want to go nature. Get rid of those. Okay, Tome of Virtue. This one does give us the Paladin, which is what we've got, one Paladin in our group. We also have the Virgil, which is a Battle Mage unit. Yeah, with both Spirit and Fire. It's not bad, is it, that one? That's sort of more thematic, the way that we're playing. I feel we may have to go that way. We've got the Beacon as well, where we end up with the Chaplain, which is has got a big Spirit Blast in through this other side. Bless Soul. We're getting boosts at all with any of the other. But Heroic Stand in through there, Virtuous Spirit. There's really nothing much else we end up getting there, so yeah, I don't love it. The Inquisition. So nobody expects the Inquisition, of course. So we've got the Inquisitor, which is a skirmish unit. We don't have any skirmish units at all, so this would give us some. This would actually be fairly thematic. The Inquisitor's Mark. So we end up with the range units can then inflict Condemned until the end of combat. Mass Condemnation back in through this other side. We've got Tribunal back in this way. The Summon the Lightbringer. This is actually exactly what we've got. We've got one of these guys with the conversions, and then the Burden of Guilt. That's for an enemy army. I don't mind that one either, actually. I don't want to go evil, so we're back to where we were there. So I think of the ones that we had a look at, the which one were we looking at? We were looking at this one here because of the Seeker Arrows. I don't think I'll bother with it though. It's sort of like it's the only thing we want out of that whole list. So I don't really want that one. And then the other ones that we've got is the Paladin and the Virgil. But then the others aren't really all that powerful for us. But these would be good to get like a a Virgil there, which is the Battle Mage unit, tier 3, would be quite powerful. Would be really quite powerful, or the Inquisition, I think. None of these really help us much. Oh, this one helps with the smallish forces, like tier 1s and that. So tier 1s and 2s. So they get Faithful, which reduces unit upkeep. Actually, that's not bad, to be honest. That is not bad. Mighty Meek. And Covenant of the Faith, the Chaplain in through there with healings. Yeah, I don't think I'm not gelling with that one. I'm liking the idea of this one. With the Inquisitor to get a powerful skirmish mark. The Inquisitor's mark I like the idea of. Mass Condemnation. We're ultimately going to be able to get other things as well. So we get a Tithe Collector in there as well, which we can sort of count as a mine. I think that this one actually fits. Let's go and select that one there. And we'll just sort of run through all of these.
Feel the wrath of our unerring virtue.
Now I've already got one of these in the army, and I don't
Devout rage and furious vengeance.
think I really want any more of those.
Will be leaden with the weight of their wickedness.
I think we'll go this way.
While our own subjects shall be driven by
Or do we go
nobility
this way?
of spirit.
Yeah, actually this one here, we've only got the 3 range units, but we can always get more. No, I'll go this way. I'll get this guy here. Okay, so now that's actually the capital city of the elves, which is quite close to where we are. So Axwood actually was a big city in the middle here. Now they've now got their own people in here. This city will fall, but we'll just sort of stay where we are for a little. I mean, we'll move off and just leave that to its own devices for a little while. So let's move back down towards our own territories. This is all damaging land in through this other side. I'm just going to move this one down. So we're going to take damage in through here as we move past. And while we're sort of moving through this terrible terrain, we'll just go and change what she can then go and do, and we'll just go and grab the My Little Pony and put that one in. So we'll confirm that one, so she can sort of charge around now on the horse. So this is the Umbral Malady, which is then causing damage. So that's sort of like a permanent feature. We can't really do much about that one. You can see there, this has now changed to a friendly group because it's now part of this particular vassal that we've now got. I will now move this one back up as well. Just leave that one floating in this city until the others get through. Leave that one there. And I'll end the turn and then we'll call it quits here. Hi Versa, how you going? So we've cheated a fair bit in this run, haven't we? I say we because it makes me feel better if you're involved as well with the save scumming. It's the best way to learn this game though. Like it's you can make a lot of big mistakes with it. I'm going to leave it here, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back again. In about probably about 12-13 hours, I guess, for my usual sort of starts. Can you eventually terraform the land to remove the penalty? I don't think so with this, although it does show that there is actually an area through there. I'm not sure what will happen if we go in. We may be able to kill it. There may be something in here that will actually allow us to do it. And to be honest, I haven't played with this on before like this. I remember at the time there was things you can do inside here, but then you've got to be ready for it. You've got to be fully. You can just go in for a very short period of time. I'll do a save. Actually, I'll just go back up again to the other realm, to the above world. Where are we? Just here, and just do a save. We're about a third of the way through the game typically at this point in time, so we've still got a long way to go. With that one saved, let's just go underneath and just see what we find. So when you're underneath, there will be something under here that... That's the Umbral Nest. I don't know if that's the, this is the Umbral Nest, a hive from which Umbral demons emerge in their many unholy forms. If left unchecked, they will grow in strength, expand their territory, and send out invasion armies. When destroyed, place a beacon of light at this location, which then allows us to heal up properly. So patrolling, this infestation will patrol its domain for the next 3+ turns. So there will be something bad in there. We would need to pretty much come in with the full army to be able to then take this one on. So, yeah, it's that one there. The Umbral demons are coming from that nest. So, yeah, so this is the produces the gloom that infests fertile lands and invokes the Umbral malady. So I'm thinking if we do destroy that, we actually get rid of this particular feature. And if we don't just destroy it, then over time it just gets stronger and stronger. Now it's a silver infestation spawner, which means that it's probably beyond what we can do right now. We'd need to come in with something like we'd need probably a little bit more powerful army to be able to really do that one effectively. So yeah, that's not really where I want to be. Thanks for the subscription there, Capellan Citizen. Very, very much appreciated. So Wishby is saying that's pretty cool. Thanks for showing it. Yeah, so that is the cause. This is the creep that we sort of see through this particular location. We have another one as well. Like if we go back up to the above world, we have another one in the south, which will be creeping close-ish to our territories as well, I would imagine. So yeah, we're not seeing the area around this one, but we are seeing it up in here, where we're seeing the actual red outline. So that is creeping out from that location. So I'm thinking that if we get rid of that, some of these terrain will probably still stay back, being this Umbral malady, but overall it's not going to be dramatic, I don't think. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow if you're around.